I wish I could tell you there's not a war happening right now, but where there is drama, he will appear. Say his name, and he appears. My name is John Tectone. This has gotten personal. Gacha, Smack, and Saint Tontas at each other's throat. There was a 30-minute video put out. Smack reacted to the whole 30-minute video. I'm reacting to Gacha Smack's reaction on Saint Tontas' reaction to Gacha Smack. We're going through this whole thing, and we're going to decide at this current time who is the winner and who's the loser. That is right. When this video is over, you will have a definitive winner and a definitive loser. Now, before we begin, I would like to say I have a positive bias for both of these individuals. I like to disclose my biases before I go into things. I would like to say, Gacha Smack, love the guy. Saint Tontas, love the guy. Now, I will be completely real. I like Gacha Smack far more than I like Saint Tontas. To be honest, I don't really know Saint Tontas that well. I like his content, right? So I like Saint Tontas as a content creator. I like Gacha Smack as a human being. But today, we're going to be putting all that aside to the best of my ability, and we will decide the wins and losses with a point system here today. And here's the tweet that apparently a lot of people are talking about right now. The Saint Tontas guy is setting a fire to every bridge around him in 4K right now, with one sustainable bridge being Wuwa. Bro has Kuro's dick. Bro has Kuro's dick so far down his throat, his esophagus has become an intro skill to Kuro bots. We always stand on business, boys. Gacha Smack AoE taunting all the Kuro bots real quick. We will go live and address Little Cub and the bots, and it'll be cinema. Now, I'm not going to lie. There's been a lot of content creators who have come out against Gacha Smack since then. We got another tweet, which is, he tweets after the stream, just like that, Obama dropping the mic. I've gone through these comments. Not a single comment is currently on his side. Saint Tontas clearly winning the Twitter engagement war. Just change your handle to Giggle Smack already, Lil Pup. Bro, just chill, cringe. Bro thought he was cooking. When Saint finally found that one objectively wrong to him after searching for 4 hours. Nah, Blood thought he was cooking. Nah, handing an L. Unsubscribe from Gacha Smack. Context. If anything, you crashed out just as bad as him. So who knows? Is this Twitter being retarded? Let's find out. Let's get into this shit. Content creators like Red New and Captain Cabinets have weighed in against Gacha Smack, but let's go ahead and see what's been going on and who's really winning. Let's begin, shall we?
So dumbass up, nigga. You want to know why I said that to you? Because bro don't let me speak the entire fucking video. Shut up. Stay in the back, little pup.
Here we go.
Camellias in Gacha Gaming. And I think an accomplishment like that speaks volumes about my understanding of the game mode and how to actually get there. Because we took Miss Captain Cabinet.
Okay.
We took Miss Captain Cabinet, who, frankly, if you've seen her
It's Captain Cabinets.
streams, she was not that good at the game. For certain
She's
teams,
not.
Right? We can universally agree, those dogs ruined her.
Okay.
Those Glacial Dreadmains ruined her. If any
Oyo bots accused Gacha Smack of being a Kurobot CC, so this whole ordeal is amusing. I get accused by all fandoms because I criticize all fandoms. I'll tell you, these people have real mental issues.
Absolutely.
From an objective standpoint, Smack and Tectone are the only ones mostly giving their honest opinions most of the time, if not always.
True.
Disagreeing or agreeing is irrelevant. Just debate respectfully. I completely agree, Cable. That's all I'm trying to do right now. That's the thing. I'm about to show y'all. Bro don't even know how. Like, he don't even know how to be respectful. He don't. Bro, just you're going to see the condescending tone of reacting to my video. You're going to see the confirmation biases. You're going to see that every single time I say anything that's not good, he has to find a way to fucking disagree.
anyone was able to witness
I have heard a lot about a passive aggression from Saint Tontas, and I will agree that Gacha Smack will have a negative bias about him from all communities due to the fact that he is critical of all communities, much like myself. I've had similar treatment of this for about 6 years. So everything he just said is absolutely valid. Let's continue.
that. And I also defeated the Wind Gorilla with Gian. So I think that
I don't know what bro is waffling about, bro.
I have a leg.
Buddy, come on, man. Let's get it.
So with that, everybody.
Bro thinks Wuthering Waves is difficult, I guess. I don't know.
Bit of a high YouTube.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Because I think this is going to be turning into a react.
Okay.
Mac, he's stacking his buffs. Let him cook.
Okay.
I don't know why that sounds funny.
All right,
Okay.
ladies and
Bro's putting the buffs up before fucking going into the fight.
Sure,
gentlemen,
he's
we
pre-potting.
are back at it again with another
That's
react
Corpa.
on what many are considering some critiques for the Wuthering Waves Tower of Adversity endgame mode. With this approach, we're going to be talking a little bit about Gacha Smack and his
Sure.
take on why the TOA feels a bit mid. And so for a little bit of additional context,
I think a lot of people think the TOA feels mid because it feels like a reskin of Spiral Abyss, but I did a little bit of more digging. Apparently, it's actually a remake and revamp of a pre-existing system in PGR. However, I have no knowledge of this. To me, it just feels like Spiral Abyss, but just as bad.
editor, you can put up all the screens. Gacha Smack has been on a bit of a tirade when it came to some of the critiques that he's been making about the game.
Hold on now. Chat, y'all saw. Have I been on a tirade?
Phantom Pancakes, true.
Bro said I've been on a tirade. That's how I'm telling you.
I think it's actually the exact opposite. I believe that Saint Tontas is the one been on the tirade. I don't think Gacha Smack has been crashing out that much at all. He's merely reacting to someone who's coming in first. I think Saint Tontas is the one going off on everybody, not the other way around. Just to keep things completely fair.
You know what's happening right now in 4K? No, I'm sorry. No, behind the scenes, bro is finding every single time I ever said any scrutiny towards Wuthering Waves to put it all in one video.
I've taken a look at some of
Confirmation bias. He convinced himself I've actually been on a tirade.
his past streams, some of his past tweets,
Yep.
and from my
I think there was a lot of projection. I don't think there's been any real wins and real losses yet. But currently things are neutral, but already off to a bad start for Saint Tontas.
view, there are a couple of comments, a couple
At this point in a courtroom, the jury would have audibly gasped that Saint Tontas has already been caught in a lie.
critiques being made that aren't necessarily real, that are, in my opinion, manufactured. And my viewpoint on it is that Gacha Smack is a creator that plays Hoyoverse games. He makes content about Hoyoverse games like Zenless Zone Zero,
Okay.
Honkai Star Rail, and Genshin Impact.
He also plays Wuthering.
Whoa. Hold on. Let's
also
not
play-
tell lies. I
also
ain't
plays
covered
Wuthering.
Genshin Impact in 3 goddamn years.
Also true.
Say. I don't know about that one, little bro. I don't know about that one.
And when you're a creator
Saint Tontas has now been caught in 2 misconstrues of the truth in about 30 seconds. This is already looking really bad for Saint Tontas, I'm not gonna lie. So what Saint Tontas is currently doing is setting the scene for the viewers, right? He wants to ensure anybody who doesn't have full context have his context. So right now, he has already painted Gacha Smack as the bad guy and misrepresenting his character. What this is called is a character assassination. Whether it be intentional or unintentional, I'm not sure. However, Saint Tontas is doing a horrible job of representing who Gacha Smack actually is.
that does all 3 of those games and then also plays Wuthering Waves, there is a big incentive for you to not actively nuke your channel and nuke your viewership by talking bad about Hoyoverse games without
Gacha Smack consistently criticizes every game he plays, including Hoyoverse games. So this is another moot point.
also talking bad about Wuwa.
This is what I call schizo.
Yeah.
This is what I call schizo. He made this shit up in his head and
Yep.
convinced himself that it was true.
Yeah, so right now we're officially going to give Smack 1 point. 3 misrepresentations of the truth by Saint Tontas in a row. That's going to give Smack a point. He is incredibly negative biased with a misconception of reality. I think the only result of this is that I think Saint is firing at fellow Wuwa enjoyers because they might have criticism for the game that he doesn't agree with, which resulted in him calling anyone who actually enjoys Wuwa a Hoyo shill because they have criticism for Wuwa. So in a way, he wants Wuwa enjoyers to all be toxically positive about it. Well, we'll see about all that, Fob.
I'm just like, I mean, bro is really just lying for fun. I'm serious. I'm just like,
True.
This is schizoing. In chat, I told y'all, I'm gonna prove to you the guy is just kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Wuthering Waves does this to him. I think bro needs to quit Wuthering Waves because all of this is happening because of
I don't know about that.
insane addiction or
Wuthering
love
Waves
for
needs
that
a him.
game.
as well. Because what's happened for every single creator is that, and you have other content creators pushing this narrative behind the scenes,
The amount of shit I have talked about HSR, Zenless, all these games, I say they're all garbage because they are. All of them. All these gacha games are fucking
This is
garbage.
demonstrably
I'm
true.
here to get a bag.
Off his Twitter
and wake
posts and
you
YouTube
niggas up,
videos.
hopefully.
is that if you critique Hoyo games in any way and you don't bundle in Wuthering Waves into the conversation, you are basically labeled a Kuro shill. You're labeled a Kuro bot.
I think what's happening right now is that Saint Tontas has a pre-existing negative bias towards the illusion that he has of Smack, which is not rooted in reality, as well as he has a massive chip on his shoulder by constantly being undermined that he is being called a Kuro shill and is not being taken seriously, which is currently leading to the cinema that we're seeing before ourselves right now.
Wait. I'm sorry. I was thinking he was going to say a Hoyo bot. I think he might. Did he misspoke there?
Bundle in Wuthering Waves into the conversation, you are basically labeled a Kuro shill. You're labeled a Kuro bot.
Oh, he's saying if I don't talk bad about Wuthering Waves, I see what he's saying. He's saying if I don't talk about Wuthering Waves in addition to me like going off of HSR and them, then I'm going to be labeled a Kudo bot. Again, that's another schizo though. I'll be honest, that is another, like, it's like, bro, what are you getting? One guide by Kudo bots? Brother, St. Tontas, I want you to be honest with you, man. I know you think you were like cooking up this army to like end me. I think you're about to get me canceled or something, bro. You and your Kudobot army is a total of 400 niggas, bro. You got to simmer down. And that's the same thing that's happening to you. You got 400 people telling you that you are I don't know, what, like these slander words, but it's not a lot of people. It's really not. It's not a lot of people, man.
Now, I will say, St. Tontas is pretty fair with this point. You'll be very quick to be put into a box and labeled as a Kuro bot, Kuro shill, if you are not actively shitting on Wuthering Waves as a content creator. Now, the thing is that a lot of that is merely just satire. A lot of that is just satire and a meme, and it's done for fun. There are some people who are doing it seriously, but the majority of it is just in good fun.
And what I've been seeing and what I've been suspecting is that Smack is making these critiques just so that he doesn't have that label put on him. And then his opinions and a lot of his content regarding the big Hoyo games that he's playing basically invalidated. And
I want y'all to hear that shit one more time, chat. Again, chat, I want you to understand, I never, this was before the tweet. I never spoke with this guy. I don't even know who he is. This is what he does though, like 24/7 recently.
I've been suspecting is that Smack is making these critiques just so that he doesn't have that label put on him. And then his opinions and a lot of his content regarding the big Hoyo games that he's playing basically invalidated.
Schizo, man.
Yeah,
like, dude, I gotta be honest. Hey, you can't go around throwing these accusations at people, bro. I don't understand. You can't just go around like just saying that shit without no actual facts, bro. Like, you just making assumptions, man. And you know what sucks? I want to give him a bit of a bone here. I think because he's been getting he feels, I guess, like he's been getting jumped by Pokey, Fob, I guess Genizat, which
okay, so the feeling of St. Tontas getting jumped was not a feeling. That was definitely a very real thing. That was a three-pronged attack on the content of St. Tontas' character. I don't want to underplay that. That podcast was pretty fucking rough. It was pretty rough.
He got jumped 100%. Fair. But I guess he feels like he's getting 1v9'd, and that is putting him in this mindset of like.
So he was never 1v9'd, and I want to make sure everybody knows that. Saint Tontas was never alone in that podcast by himself. I was making sure to play devil's advocate for both parties, meaning that everybody in that call would always have a partner in me, because that's what I do on the podcast, is I ensure that I play devil's advocate and I help everyone properly express themselves. Even when Saint Tontas was misrepresenting himself, I was there to put the pieces together, because that's what's important for communication.
Like, everybody's out to like do this thing. It's what I don't know. Like it's the definition of schizo, man. By the way, hey buddy, thank you for the $5 MC, man. You keep holding it down. God damn, brother, appreciate you. Why can't people understand smack hands or E for everyone? I don't know, man. I really don't. The motherfuckers need to understand that I will never do anything like this until you start. I never throw the first punch at a creator ever.
True.
Ever, bro.
True. I'm the same way. The only time I've ever started beef with the creator first was on accident, and that was with Gacha Smack, because I didn't understand his joke. But yeah, I think Gacha Smack is only a responder. He's not a shit starter. Absolutely.
Never do this.
And so what
he did to Pokey? No,
Pokey
1,000,000% would constantly like prod and be passive aggressive and like make jab comments. That's what Mr. Pokey does, right? We all fucking know it. He's never been neutral. He makes those little jab comments and got underneath Gacha Smack's skin and then he responded. But Gacha Smack never threw the first punch.
doing is taking a look at this video to figure out are his concerns valid, or are they kind of following the same line of not very great reasoning that he's expressed over the past few days?
Chat, he hasn't played 1 second of the video. Bro already arguing. He already argued. His mind was made up. Frame fucking zero. It's not even one.
Oh man, this is so.
Bro, I'm like, damn.
Bro is actually fighting the demons in his mind.
That's crazy.
Play the vid.
So with that,
why do you care what some random is saying about you? I want to take that question on as a challenge. This is not a random, sir. This is not a random.
True. This is a guy who gets millions of views every month.
This guy has gained a considerable amount of relevancy in this space.
I'm actually pretty positive that I think Saint Tontas gets more views than Gacha Smack. Let me double check. Saint Tontas this month has gotten 1.15 million views. Gacha Smack this month has gotten 1.09 million views. These two content creators get the exact same amount of viewership. The exact same. They are on the exact same playing field. So, yeah, and that's with analytics. You cannot make that up. That is with analytics. Yeah, but one post more vids doesn't matter. It does not matter. The only thing that matters is how many viewers are watching your shit. That is all that matters. So, yeah, these two get the exact same amount of viewers.
We are both covering Weather and Waves, too. This is a peer of mine. This ain't no fucking random. This motherfucker averaging more views than me on some videos.
Yeah. It's a very even playing field.
So
there is no underdog. These are two people, same weight class, going at each other. This is a very fair fight.
I told y'all this before. Real Gacha Smack viewers.
Pull mine, buddy. Okay. You want to look at Mr. Pokey? Sure. I think I am the creator who's getting the most views in the Gacha space right now. Let me double check Doro. Hold up. Doro might get more than me. Doro's doing really well. Never mind. Doro is shitting on me. Doro is shitting on me because I forgot Doro makes YouTube shorts. Yeah. Doro makes YouTube shorts. I can't compete with that. To be fair, if Doro ever starts drama with me, this guy, I shit you not, gets 8 times the viewership that I get. He gets 8 times the viewership I get. Right? So if Doro ever comes at me, I get to be like, oh my God, this little content creator, or this massive tyrant of a content creator, he's coming at me, man. Oh my God. Dude, Mr. Pokey gets more views than me on YouTube. Oh my God. Mr. Pokey gets more views. What the fuck? Holy shit. Mr. Pokey's been bullying me for all these years, man. This content creator has been so passive aggressive after me. Insane. All right, cool. Start doing shorts? Nah, I don't care. So the thing is, shorts viewership is illegitimate. It's inauthentic. I don't worry about it whatsoever. I don't care. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. All right, cool. Here we go.
Viewers know what's up. I only respond like this and like this. Bro is right here. He ain't no little dude.
Yep.
That's a grown ass man.
Yep.
Getting on the internet.
Have you seen Doro's drama Twitter post? We have Ziox at home. Good one. Lamau, Ziox short. Oh, they're all friends in Genshin Impact. La, 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 la. It's so dumb.
Thinking he can insult people and get away with it.
True.
Or like shit on their lawn and get away with it. Absolutely not. All I'm doing is defending myself from somebody who shares the same space as me.
I thought you don't mess with Saint because he follows Envy and Zajef. If you really think that I'm not going to be friends with someone because they follow other content creators that I don't agree with, that's just immature and childish. That's not who I am, bro. I don't care. Anybody can follow anybody. I'm not going to hold somebody accountable for who they're friends with. I just truly don't care.
Not some random viewer. This is a literal
Unless they're trying to do that to me. In which case, I will always throw shit back in their face.
Reproval to his well overguarding. He is sending in homonyms instead of logically refute arguments with examples and proofs. And guys, I'm telling you, bro, you about to see this shit, bro. This motherfucker really think he be cooking. He about to be like, I am just objectively right. He starts like going off, bro. I'm like, damn, is bro okay?
We're going to make it full screen this time, make my editor's job easy. And I'm also going to record this as well so they can start editing it right away. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us. Let me just make sure that I'm hiding the sub goal as well on the recording. All only visible on stream. Perfect. Alerts are also only visible on stream. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play the video.
Oh my God, we get to start.
Ladies and gentlemen,
20 minutes into this react, and we're only now starting the video. Holy fuck.
Welcome back to another video by yours truly. I wanted to take some time to delve into the Tower of Adversity and what I personally dislike about its structure and why I think it is inherently flawed. Now, keep in mind.
So, first things first, really want to highlight what he said at the start. This is a personal take. I think based off the fact that he's saying personal take, it's going to be very opinion related.
Read his chat.
No shit.
Potentially not bringing in objective facts into the reasoning. And so we'll see how far he sticks with that going into it. I like that he did the disclaimer up front that this is his personal reasoning regarding this.
Sure. So bro is about to crash out on some guy's opinion. Here we go.
This is my personal opinion and my personal experience. I am somebody who did play Genshin Impact for a couple years, and I've also played Wuthering Waves. And I think it is an objective statement to say that Wuthering Waves quite literally took the canvas.
Now, he did just move away from personal opinion and now did say that this is objective.
As well as the painting on the canvas and said, let's just put our signature on it and call it Tower of Adversity.
Okay.
So to summarize that, I believe he's saying that a lot of the Genshin influence is very apparent in the TOA game mode.
Sure.
And that means, you know, maybe there's a lack of creativity, something along those lines.
Took their Tower of Adversity and straight up derived it from Spiral Abyss in Genshin Impact. Right?
Yep.
I want to tackle the first problem I have personally with this. One, I played Spiral Abyss for 2 years straight in Genshin Impact, so no matter what they did with their Tower of Adversity, that is an exact foundation. And honestly, more than the found, it's also the goddamn tree branch. Bro got a racist in chat, said, don't spoil the monkey. Don't surprise me, man. Just two of Spiral Abyss.
Let's not hold the streamers accountable for extremists in chat, okay? I don't think anything, and I think that's a disingenuous comment. I don't think anything Saint Tontas has done is promoting racism, all right? Let's take the extremist will do extremist things. There's nothing Saint Tontas can do about that. All right, let's continue here.
There's going to be a diminishing enjoyment for me. I've been there. I've seen that show. I bought the ticket numerous times. I can only enjoy it so much because I already did it so much. So there's no innovative quality here with this in-game mode.
So
keep in mind, chat, I'm explaining this shit from my perspective.
First take right off of the bat is that because he's played the Spiral Abyss for 2 years, because he's played Genshin Impact's endgame for 2 years, he immediately cannot find enjoyment in the TOA because there are some similarities.
It's not just some similarities. It's pretty much a copy-paste, to be completely honest.
There is some similarities between the TOA and the Spiral Abyss. It is objectively wrong to say that both of the game modes are exactly the same.
Okay, sure, that's true. That's true. It is objectively wrong to say that they are exactly the same. However, it's not wrong to say that there are some. Yeah, I don't think that Gacha ever said exactly the same, though. I don't think he said that.
I never said they were exactly the same.
Okay, and I'm glad we're on the same page. He never said that. So Saint Tontas is once again fighting the demons in his mind.
And this is where y'all are gonna start to see the confirmation bias. He starts like saying things that I don't know. He starts convincing himself that I said things I never said.
Yeah.
Just getting that out there right away.
It was like, I don't even know why you got that out there because I never said that.
He didn't.
I said canvas. They sprinkled their shit on there with the signature.
Yeah.
It is objectively wrong to say that they are exactly the same.
He didn't say that.
Never said that. Here's the real problem I have.
Okay.
I enjoyed Spiral Abyss. And a lot of people who are bitter towards Genshin Impact
We need this emote? What is it? Objectively. This is so toxic. Listen, man, I'm sorry, bro. We all have to acknowledge that this shit is toxic as fuck. We don't need that emote, man. We don't need it. It's all good. You can type it out. We don't need an emote for everything, and I'll be real, like, I'm good. Objectively is the new mint picker. No, mint picker is always the best. Add this. Smacking. Okay, now smacking is fucking hilarious. You know what? Fine. Give me objectively. Get me I'll enable it. I'll enable it. We can have it. We can have it for a little bit. Okay, just go ahead. Go ahead. We'll get it. We'll get it objectively. Here we go. All right. Now let's continue on with the video. That way you guys can have your fun. All right, here we go.
They don't want to admit that. Spiral Abyss, admittedly, was one of the craziest fucking cooks I've seen in my entirety of my gaming tenure.
It was all right.
He needs to make up a point that he can win against. I know that's what I said. That's why I said
Absolutely.
That's called confirmation bias.
Okay.
Okay, so that's not called confirmation bias. I believe that's called straw manning. So what he's doing is called straw manning, where he's misrepresenting the other party's argument intentionally or unintentionally, and then arguing against a point that the other person didn't even fucking make. Confirmation bias, no, obviously, it is rooted in confirmation bias, but the specific term is straw manning. Dramatic pause.
Is this basically him saying that Spiral Abyss was like the best game mode in Gacha gaming?
Okay, so the thing is, when Genshin Impact first came out, it was the only gacha game that existed. And people who played Genshin Impact on launch know what I mean by that. There was no other game on the level of Genshin Impact at all. It wasn't even fucking close. It's the same thing when World of Warcraft came out. Every other MMO was forgotten about. When Genshin came out, everybody was on that shit. Okay? That's why it's called one of the greatest games of all time, because it did, for about a year, nobody else talked about anything besides Genshin Impact, and we're still seeing that until today. Right? So, for the time, the game mode was the best because there was nothing else. However, and just being real, as the guy who's played more gacha games than pretty much everybody, I'd probably say me, Fob, and Genizad have probably played the most gacha games in totality. I think Summoner's War endgame was better. I think Summoner's War guild battles and RTA were better, but that's just me. That's just me. The PvP lover in me, I love that shit way more. Now for PvE, I do think that the Tower Abyss was better than Summoner's War Rift. Summoner's War Rift was fucking terrible. But for PvE, for the time, was Spiral Abyss the best PvE game mode? Maybe. I don't want to say with assurance. Maybe. There's so many other games out there. Arknights was pretty damn good. Arknight's contingency contract was pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. But it was definitely up there.
I glazed Genshin here. I did.
As for any games that were relevant, it was the best game mode for the games that were relevant, though.
Want to like let's hone in on that a little bit further, because that is
DK's top your game. It didn't exist back then, man.
Now check this out. This is the same guy that's saying Tower of Adversity is perfect, right? That Tower of Adversity is good. It's like he's basically alluding to the fact that my take on Genshin Spiral Abyss being good it's like wild. But where'd you get Tower of Adversity from? You know, it's like, if you're gonna say that's wild, buddy, you gotta look in the mirror, man. You know what I mean? You gotta look in the mirror, dog.
Now, I totally get what Gotchasmack's saying. I'm not sure if Gotchasmack understands the parallels between PGR's Pain Cage, because there are similarities. And I think we would agree there are similarities, right? But I do think it would be ignorant to say that the inspiration wasn't clearly there for TOA in Wuthering Waves.
You know, it's
From
like
Spiral
almost
Abyss.
like you activated my trap card. You know, it's like, bro.
Because whether anybody wants to say it or not, Kuro Games' Wuthering Waves is 1,000,000% them doing their spin on Genshin Impact. You really can't argue that. Now, you can try, but you're wrong. It's there, the blueprint's there, everybody's going after the slice of the pie, and they did a great job. I think they did a great job. And
Like, wow, man.
And once again, before anybody gets upset, there's nothing wrong with creators taking inspiration. Case in point, Genshin Impact was Hoyoverse's spin on getting a slice of the pie from Breath of the Wild. Okay? This is what people do. People copy, they take inspiration. It's normal, it happens.
Combat system with this 3-man approach with the element swap, the ultimate, and they made it beautiful with that Spiral Abyss and made it fun. By the way, I was it's not even a 3-man swap, it's a 4-man swap, but
Sure.
you know, you get lost in the sauce. I don't script. Why was it fun though? Let's peel back the layers and examine the intricacies of this. Well, first, you're on a time that
Sure.
creates competitiveness and a little bit of stress. This next part is wild.
So,
It also promotes bullet sponge mechanics and artificial difficulty because when you're on a clock, it means it's a DPS race, and DPS races for difficulty are always bad in my opinion. I don't like the timer mechanic whatsoever. That's just me though. That's a minor gripe I have.
with his take over here, we are quite adjacent to a lot of the stuff that we heard in the Gacha cast. Editor, maybe we can put something in there. The Gacha cast opinion was that having a time limit was a negative for the game mode.
I agree.
And what we're hearing from Gacha Smack right now is that the time limit is a positive for the game mode.
I disagree.
Because it added this extra stress, this extra limitation to potentially learn the mechanics of the game and execute on them properly.
That's fair. I can see it that way. But majorly, it's kind of just like the players aren't going to learn, and they're just going to be forced into a bullet sponge target dummy fight, where if they don't have good enough characters, they have to pull for new ones.
I think that's what he's referring to by mentioning all of those things with like elemental bursts, skills, etc., etc. Let's keep going.
So my issue with that, it's not like he said anything bad there. It's that, like, why are you bringing up the Gacha cast with my
PTSD.
video? Like, it's like, what did my video have to do with the Gacha cast? Are you like trying to draw a correlation that me and the Gacha cast had the same opinion? Because
Yes.
obviously we didn't. They thought that was bad. I thought that was good.
Sure.
It's like he's already convincing himself that me and the Gacha cast people are all against him. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, I can see
was
that.
just a little baffled by that. I was like, the fuck do I got to do with the Gacha cast? I wasn't even on the Gacha cast.
Yeah.
They had the opposite opinion. No, that's what I'm trying to tell you though. There's literally zero purpose to bring that up in this react to my video. It makes no sense, you know? He's in fight mode. Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
He
I
is.
don't know. Good stress, not bad stress, but the ability to want to get in that time limit to complete. That's cool. I like that. But the element of the Spiral Abyss that was enjoyable as a Genshin Impact player that played in-game was the fact that as soon as you press start, you had full fucking power with. You think he's talking to his audience because he's live? Brother, he's reacting to my video. Like, Large Banana, bro, I know that you helped me out with the Camellia Cook, but dear fucking God, buddy. Bro, I'm not even trying to like... Chat, Large Banana was also somebody who got on my Twitter post and was like, I don't think St. Tontas is coming after you. Now, I want y'all to understand why I keep going at this motherfucker. He got on my Twitter post and was like, St. Tontas isn't even going at you. He was just pointing out that you were wrong.
Just ban them. Okay? There are going to be chatters that are fucking retarded. Just ban them. Straight up. Okay? Now, for me, I have 2-1 guys in my chat. My 2-1 guys right now are Niku, Love, and Midge. And I keep them around because they at least type something. And I'm glad I get someone to yell at. Right? But for other who can't handle it, just ban them.
This little dude here keeps doing this, bro. It's really fucking cringe, man. I gotta be honest with you, bro.
True.
I get it. You like St. Tontas, but bro, you gotta simmer down, my guy.
Yeah, there are some people who really have a warped perception of reality that talk way too fucking much.
You gotta simmer down. Holy.
Okay.
Okay. I forgot what he was talking about.
I'm a little bit confused by that. Let's hear more.
Your characters. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, chat. After cooking him a little bit.
So you talking about you were at full power. for TOA. Spiral Abyss.
I'm a little bit confused by that. Let's hear more.
Your characters. This is about me saying that Genshin Impact, you start off with 100% power. He's saying he's confused by that. Okay, and understandably so. I like to say things like that to get people to go, what does he mean by that? So it's completely fair that he's confused by it, actually. Your ults were already up. You don't have an intro skill or a forte circuit in Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
So your ults being up quite literally was you at 100% power.
Yep.
This enabled you to be able to efficiently get through your rotations with whatever teams you were utilizing, regardless of whether the pilot was on the field the majority of the time or you were running quick swap.
Okay.
Full 100% power to start off with. Now, I want to make sure we understand that perfectly clear one more time. You in Genshin Impact in the Spiral Abyss, you don't have an intro, you don't have a forte.
You don't have to build
and I know I
anything up.
said it in this video, but I'm saying it again.
You're already good to go.
You don't have perfect dodge, you don't have parry. The system is much more simplistic.
Okay, what do you mean with
So when
buggering
you press
waves?
start in the Spiral Abyss,
His
you have
glasses
your
weren't
ult
that
up,
good.
and you have
And he
everybody's
didn't see
skills
the UI
accessible.
thing. However,
And that's all
I do think we can agree it's a bad decision to have the rewards not pop up on the screen because your bag's full. It should just say you can't complete your bags full or cannot redeem bags full, right? And then take you back. It should always display you the rewards that you get.
you need to get things going. The rotation, the fluidity of the combat is immediately in synchronization with the Spiral Abyss, given that it's by design. I remember and I'll let him cook. You know what? I'm gonna let him cook first before we go into his rebuttal.
So I do believe that since he brought in things like intro skills, he brought in mechanics from Wuwa. The comparison that he's making here, and Shaw SH, you brought up a great point. I'm planning on pulling it up as well. Let me get up the chat arena.
And I want you guys to understand the tone, the delivery. Bro's not watching this video to have a productive discussion.
Yeah.
Let me get up the chat arena, bring up
That's
this point.
fair.
He's immediately.
His chat is also very negatively biased against Smack, even though Smack has not said anything wrong yet. So there definitely is a lot of anti-bias. Not going to hold that against Tontas. You're not responsible for what your chat does. But yeah, that definitely is very real.
The point that he's trying to make here is that Genshin, he's claiming that in Genshin Impact, you have all of the resources necessary to just go through all of your rotations, to just build up all of this stuff. And you don't, you can just go through your rotations, play the team, and you're at full power. There is a lot of contradictory stuff, even from like recent releases, that we can do against this.
Again, just bro, argumentative for no reason. And if you're gonna say there's a lot of contradictory stuff, you kind of got to follow that one up.
That we can use to argue against this.
Like what?
But it's like, why is it even got to be an argument?
The comparison here that's being made to Wuwa is that there is an issue. There's an issue with the fact that your concerto energy isn't full. That you can't necessarily go in, immediately start swapping, and have your full rotation just out there right at the start. I do believe that's where the critique is coming from. And Liquid, I think you're saying that's false. I'm not sure what you're saying is false. Like I'm not sure like what you're referencing when you say that's false. So this is one of the first examples. Hu Tao is at full strength when she's below 50% HP.
So this is where the confirmation bias comes in, right? He's literally like scouring his brain to think of the hyperboles. He's scouring his brain to think of hyperboles, right?
Sure.
And it's like, it's nitpicks. It's like, we're not focused. Like, brother, I'm talking about the infrastructure of rotations, man.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Like I told y'all, he has to find something to convince himself to make an argument.
Sure. She's at 100% HP when she starts the tower.
So this is an example of arguing about the exception and not the rule. So essentially, what I always say, and I've even said this multiple times this stream, you never use the extremist behavior as the blanket statement for the overall community, right? It's kind of like a Christianity and the Crusades. You never want to use the Crusaders' actions to label all Christians, right? You never want to label the very anti-black members of the Don to Don community's behavior, as I like to call them, the Kaka clans member of the Don to Don community for everybody in that entire community, right? So you got to be very careful when using extremist behavior to label the entire community.
That has nothing to do with the rotation of what you would do with a Hu Tao team. In fact, if I had to think, man, fuck, it's been a while. What would we do with a Hu Tao team, chat? We would have Hu Tao with the Yelan, with maybe a Kazuha, and then we would maybe have who's the final person we would put on that team? Shit, in a minute. A Shield, Zhongli. You're right. Zhongli.
Probably into the down stuff.
Yelan.
It's Conca Clan.
Like,
Conca Clan.
Kazuha, honestly. No, you're not going to do Kazuha and Zhongli on that team, actually, are you? Old meta teams? Yeah, exactly. Hu Tao, Farina, Yelan, Cloud Retainer. Okay, regardless, you're going to go into that bad boy. You're going to apply the Animo blop, right?
Sure.
You're going to switch over to the Yelan ult blop, and you're going to get it straight. You're literally going to go across the rotation.
Yo, what up, Chibi?
And then you're going to go straight into Hu Tao and start doing that fucking charge attack, boom, charge attack, boom, charge attack, boom. The fluidity of that rotation is going to feel so fucking good, and it's because Genshin Impact, you're pressing start at 100%, as I said. So you're going to go around that second rotation, and then Hu Tao is going to be even stronger again. But that's what I'm getting at. I'm talking about the fluidity of the rotation
Sure.
and how good that shit feels, because you don't have to worry about micromanaging a Forte circuit.
The other really important thing to remember is that Gacha Smack has said this is his opinion on what feels good to him. It's very hard to argue against this, which is why Gacha Smack is confused why he's being so argumentative, because Gacha Smack has clearly stated that this is his bias, not an objective truth.
Intro skill or perfect dodging or the fucking parry. None of that is in Genshin. And let me be clear here. I'm not saying that's the better system. I'm merely pointing out the discrepancies in combat.
Sure.
I'm telling you guys why that system works so well with the Spiral Abyss.
Yep.
Isn't that only in the first floor? That's a good point. The thing is with Genshin Impact is once you clap that first floor, you're already prepping your ults to be up and ready to go going into the second floor. If you know what you're doing in that game, before that shit is over with,
sure.
You're going to go into the next floor with your fucking ultimates either very close to being up or up. And here's the thing, because you don't have all that other extra intricacies, it doesn't.
This drama is so retarded. I know, right? Isn't it great? Isn't it awesome? I love it.
Even matter. It's so much easier to rotate, and it's for that Spiral Abyss mode. That's pretty much all I'm getting at, you know?
Second, Farina requires you to have healed a certain amount of health across your team.
Funneling energy to get max ults for the next floor is part of the play. That's my point.
Or consumed a certain amount of health across your team. Farina, the Fontaine Archon, she requires HP consumption to reach full power.
Sure.
And so she doesn't apply either.
Okay.
And Kazuha requires you to swirl to apply the buffs to reach full power.
Bro, there's no way you said those words out loud. Like there's really no way you said those words out fucking loud, bro.
He did.
Bro. Kazuha shits on Verino when we talk about what bro does in terms of efficiency.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Chad, I need you to understand this, bro.
I'm trying to see where he's going with this.
It's the confirmation. I'm telling y'all, his nickname is confirmation bias. Like, he just wants to be argumentative without actually trying to have a productive conversation. It's not like he's coming to this to like be like, oh, you know what? Okay, you made a fair point. He's only coming to defend Wuthering Waves from any critical thought or criticism. That's it. Like it's.
I do think he's been getting a little bit too heated over other people's opinions and other people's perspectives. That bear no semblance or consequence to himself.
No, there is no giving the fucking edge with this guy. He will not give an inch because what was good. You don't get to say what was missing. This in his eyes, Wuthering Waves is a picture perfect game, and that is so fucking toxic. Not just for me, not just for the creators he's been going after, for the fucking community, man.
It is, because if you can't criticize a game, the developers won't know where to improve, and Kuro Games has been actively promoting the constructive criticism, helping the game tremendously, which is why we saw the incredible trailer of 2.0. I absolutely agree. I'm going to go ahead and award Smack another point for that. Currently, the score is 0 points for Saint Tontas, 2 points for Gacha Smack, but we're still only halfway through the video. I want to keep going through. We're going to decide who wins, who loses.
You got to simmer that shit down, brother. You think Wuthering Waves is a perfect game? Why ain't it winning Game of the Year then? Why is it just in the mobile category? Why isn't it winning Game of the Year, period? Brother, you got to simmer down, man. It's wild. If the fluidity feels bad in Wuthering Waves, it's not the game issue. It's your skill issue. Let's go ahead and pause there. I don't even need to read the rest of it. So you telling me that with Shorekeeper, I got to do them weak ass auto attacks, even though this bitch does 0 damage just to fill up my shit. Because one dodge ain't going to fill it up. Why I'm doing them weak ass auto attacks with Shorekeeper, bro? Because I have to.
It's a fair point.
I have to fill that damn intro circuit up and get her off the field. So
now that being said, fluidity of gameplay usually means ease of gameplay. And sometimes Wuthering Waves allows you to do things that aren't fluid to where when you do get to those points, it feels very good. Now, for example, Baiji, you have to attack, full bar, then you get the heal. That's why people love Verena, because she's a Genshin-fied character. Verena is very Genshin-pilled, right? She's like, ability, big heal, get off the screen, you're done, right? So that really comes down to preference. And the reason why this is fine for Smack to say is because he is arguing and expressing his own opinion, whereas Saint Tontas is saying, your opinion's wrong, which, you know, I think Smack's doing a pretty good job of being fair with his opinion as well.
Oh, can we stop like trying to pretend like there are not flaws? Huh? If Wuthering Waves' combat is so perfect, bro, then why is Big Titties the sorriest sack of shit in the game? If it was perfect, every single character in that game would go through that Tower of Adversity and be smooth as a motherfucking cucumber. Go through that Tower of Adversity with the big titty girl. You're gonna be on the goddamn like field for far too long, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It sucks because Tauchi is so fucking hot, but she's so miserable to use.
Oh, because why? It just doesn't make sense with their mechanical savviness, man. It's not, I don't even know how you Kudo bots find a way to be offended by that. It's not a perfect game, brother. It's not. All right, and if you think it is, you got mental illness. I don't know what else to say about that.
It's a good game. But yeah, nothing's perfect.
So there are plenty of characters that require you to on-field them.
To be fair, I don't think Saint Tontas said it was a perfect game, though. So to my knowledge, I have never heard Saint Tontas say it was a perfect game. So the problem is now Gacha Smack is bringing up a point that Saint Tontas didn't say. Right? Let's continue, though. He defended it like it is. Yes, but he has never said that Wuthering Waves is a perfect game. I don't want to give Saint Tontas a point yet, but we're getting to that point.
And do things with them on field to maximize the damage of the team.
However, I do understand that the way Saint Tontas talks about Wuthering Waves is as if it is a perfect game. However, I have heard Saint Tontas give multiple critiques of Wuthering Waves in the past. However, people won't know that because right now going in, people's opinion are, this guy's a Kuro shill. But I have heard him criticize the game.
Like, they need to use their abilities to maximize the damage of the team. And so this whole argument that you're at full power is almost implying that all of your buffs are active.
Exactly. Saying it's the best gacha game does not equate to it's a perfect game. So people are getting those lines crossed.
Second, you enter the game mode. Which, I mean, I think of any team in the game, that's just not true. It's just objectively not true. So
let me go back
to the game. At full power is almost implying that all of your buffs are active the second you enter the game mode. Which, I mean, I think of any team in the game, that's just not true. It's just objectively not true.
Okay, if he is saying that there are ways to get stronger, sure. But I think Smack's just saying all of your abilities are ready to use. All of your buffs can be pre-prepped at any given click. So I think St. Tontas is kind of missing the point here. And he's going off on a tangent that isn't really related to what's going on right now.
So I'm a little bit confused by this argument. I'm a little bit confused by this reasoning.
He is very confused. He's not understanding what Smack's saying here. Which is obviously caused by an emotional tie to Wuthering Waves and the expectance of the weight on his shoulders of the Kuro community in his chat. That's obviously putting an immense amount of pressure on him as the #1 Kuro defender.
And there was another message in chat from Liquid Cheese over here that states,
we got some kudo bots in chat saying that it's a skill issue with the Wuthering Waves. Oh, just a skill swap. Okay, buddy. Okay.
You don't even have full energy from every consecutive.
Emotional tie to a dead game, that's objectively, that's objectively wrong. Wuthering Waves is doing great.
Chamber. You start at 0 energy when you move from chamber 1 to 3.
Chad, I want you to think about this. Bro pulled up a chatter again to be argumentative, man. It's like, and I already addressed this. Only in the first chamber you get full energy. And look how he states it. He states it with like confidence. Like it's so, like there's no other way to make this conversation go.
Right? Your ending energy for a stage
Chat.
is your starting energy for the...
He just learned this information from a chatter, and now he's immediately like using it though. I said he's correct. No, he's not. No, he's not. Oh, I got a kudo bot. If he was correct, then you wouldn't be able to build up your energy going into the next cycle. How is he correct when in Genshin Impact, you start off with ults, and then before you end that fucking rotation, you start off going into the next battle with ults again because you build them up in that first tower.
Now, obviously, this is with the assumption that a player has well enough gear to clear it with 3 stars and enough leftover time to play with their food to build it up again. This is a case for endgame built players, not every player. So once again, this would be another example of what I would consider saying the extremists are the rule. I don't think every player has the knowledge, the know-how, and the build to be doing that en masse. So I do think it is fair to say, well, that's only in the first chamber. I do think that's a fair point. I'm actually gonna give St. Tontas a point for this one, because I think we're at the point now where it's like a lot of assumptions are being made by Smack. So I will put 1 point for St. Tontas. So the score's 1-2.
How is he right? Let's
Same could be said about TOA, and absolutely, 100%. However, this point has been argued enough as a root point to where it's now becoming befuddled.
Let's hear you. How's he right? What doesn't know you end up full energy in the next cycle? Yeah. It's like these kudo bots, man, they just tell on themselves, bro. It's not an argument. Smack is stating the fact. I'm just like, bro, we gotta relax, man. What's an argument is this guy over here is just looking.
Saint's got to make a good point first. Be given a good point now? No, because Saint Tontas made so many bad points in a row that I gave Smack a point. Right? That was the first point that he got, because Saint Tontas lied 3 times in a row. And that's how Smack got his first point.
Looking for reasons to be right. I'm telling you the truth. He's looking for reason to be right.
The next one. And so Genshin, when you get to the second part of like a floor, right? You don't have full energy. You have whatever you started off with. Wuwa has 4 sections. It carries over, right? So you can end with full energy and then start with full energy.
Watch this, chat. Watch the confirmation bias. I look forward to you kudo bots defending this.
Wuwa has separate instances for each endgame tower, or each floor of each side of the tower. And so when you slot in the next team, you are at full energy, resonance energy for your liberation and stuff. The thing that gets reset is your concerto. And so if anything, Wuwa has more resetting and more...
I know this is super random, and I think 1% of my chat will get this, but when people say concerto, I don't think of Wuthering Waves. I think of professional wrestling. Because this is the concerto.
That thing's well...
Right. This is what I know as a concerto. It's not Wuthering Waves. It's when you kill a motherfucker by pinning their head against a steel chair and then smacking the fuck out of them with another steel chair. Because that's the way I was fucking raised.
This full power dynamic than he's talking about. Wuwa gives you a fresh 100% energy, makes all your characters 100% HP, When you move from floor 1 to floor 2,
Nobody cares about 100% HP, brother. I'll be honest with you. Unless there's some buff that says double my damage when my HP is full, nobody gives a flying fuck about no HP being full, bro.
floor 3,
I think newer players would, in fact, give a fuck about new HP or refreshed HP because it's a lot harder to have heals in Wuthering Waves. It's a much less support forward game. So I actually think a lot of players do need HP.
to floor 4.
So I think that's a fair point to say Tontas.
We talk about in-game, eh? We don't give a fuck about no max HP, bro.
You're maxed out. You have 100% everything. Genshin quite literally doesn't have that. And so you're
Hold up.
maxed out. You have 100% everything. Genshin quite literally doesn't have that.
It has that on floor 1.
He somehow convinced himself that Wuthering Waves, you have 100% power. When I just said, intro, Forte Circuit. Hey, Kudobots, I gotta hear this. How are y'all gonna defend this? Bro said you start off with 100% power in Wuthering Waves just now in 4K. How are you gonna defend this? I gotta hear this. Come on, man. Let's hear it. Where y'all at? Hey,
He's
that's your
confusing
boy.
floors and chambers? Sure.
He only says 100% energy? Okay, let's listen.
And so this full power argument is also just completely objectively wrong. Completely incorrect. Not rooted in
It's like a little bit incorrect. It's not completely incorrect. It's like a little bit incorrect. It's not objectively 100% wrong, just a little bit wrong.
any way in reality.
This is exaggerating a point to try to convey to their audience that Smack's an idiot. This is an attempt at character assassination once again, and it's a misrepresentation of the argument that's currently happening.
And so once again, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before at the start of this video, we are manufacturing problems about Wuthering Waves to make it look worse than other games.
And Saint Tontas is manufacturing problems about what Gacha Smack said for things that he didn't say. And the reason why Saint Tontas said that so assuredly is because he knows what he's doing. That's a really bad look, I'm not going to lie. That's a really, really, really bad look. That is, yeah, to quote Zila, this would really be delusions of the past.
Now let's go back.
Is
Hold
also
up.
just completely objectively dumb. Floor 3 to all you're caring about. Wuwa has more resetting and more of this full power dynamic than he's talking about. Wuwa
You said he was only talking about energy. I thought you said he was only talking about energy.
gives you a fresh 100% energy, makes all your characters 100% HP. When you move from floor 1 to floor 2, floor 3 to floor 4, you're maxed out. You have 100% everything.
Hey, oh, I thought you said he only said energy. He said you have 100% everything. I thought you said he said energy, brother. What happened there? Little pup. I thought you said he only said energy.
And Genshin quite literally doesn't have that. Floor 4.
He's making the Wuwa look really bad. I do agree that Saint Tontas, at this current time, I do think he has gone off the deep end a little bit. And I do think he is giving the community a little bit of a bad look. However, I think this will end up being a net positive. And the reason why that is because I don't think the communities have ever talked about Wuthering Waves as much before Saint Tontas started going off the fucking deep end. And I think this is very well timed to capitalize on the hype of 2.0. I think Saint Tontas is going to blow up tremendously due to this. I think this is actually going to work in his favor. And I think for 2.0, I think he's going to go up minimum 10,000 subscribers. 100%.
You're maxed out. You have 100% everything. Genshin quite literally doesn't have that.
Let's listen to it again one more time.
And by the way, for all new viewers, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follows. I see a lot of people here today. Just want to say thank you. Hearts in the chat for you guys. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, we've gotten over 300 follows today, so just say welcome to the stream. And yeah, we're doing a $100 giveaway for all new followers. So yeah, welcome guys, welcome. And thank you guys for the subs. Appreciate that.
You're maxed out. You have 100% everything. Genshin quite literally doesn't have that.
You want me to play that for you one more time, Poodlebot? You want me to play that for you one more time? Bro, I can't believe y'all are sitting there trying to twist this around and assume that Wuthering Waves, you have more full power when you have more intricacies to micromanage at the beginning of the battle. And and fucking Genshin is just ult skill swap. Like,
yep.
You guys are delusional, man.
And so this full power argument is also just completely objectively wrong.
Chat, look how confident he is in that.
Of course.
Completely incorrect.
We're getting close to a
Not
third point for
rooted
Smack.
in any way in reality.
Because Saint Tontas is getting really caught up in his feelings and misrepresenting the argument.
And so once again, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before at the start of this video, we are manufacturing problems about Wuthering Waves to make it look worse than other games.
That's like
What he's doing to Smack.
confirmation bias if I ever seen one in my life. He convinced himself that that argument was true, bro.
I don't know why we're doing that. So
Holy
let's
shit.
continue playing. I have broken down this point completely. Let's move on.
Oh man, it gets worse, chat. Hey,
Saint needs help. I don't think he does. I think Saint Tontas has far more attention on him than he was ever prepared for, and it's going to cause him to crash out. He'll most likely be embarrassed by everything that's happened, but I don't think this is like a destruction of his own career. I think people are just going to shit on him for a little bit and call him the enviosity of Wuthering Waves, which, to be honest, I'd rather kill myself than be called that, just to make that perfectly clear. To be put in the same page as the fucking mint picker? Jesus fucking Christ. I'd rather fucking die, right? Like, I mean, I don't think he's as close to max power Super Saiyan level 3 mint picker, where he should be the only motherfucker who should be getting praised. But we're nearing at least free-to-play Pride envy status right now.
it gets worse. What happened here with Wuthering? But he proceeded forward thinking he was 100% correct. That is a delusion I can't fathom, bro. Waves is they derivatively took this system, put it in their game.
Assumedly. Once again, I don't think Smack knows about Pain Cage. I also don't think Saint Tontas knows about Pain Cage.
And 1-to-1 they just changed up they did a little bit of paint here, a little bit of paint here. Oh, we're gonna do the point system where you can't use
Fun fact, Gacha Smack's using a specific song in his background that I told him to put in for his future videos. So if anybody's wondering why he's using the Persona 5 gun store theme, it's because I told him to do it. I said, hey, I said, Smack, I think this song matches your vibes more. I like to DM a lot of content creators and help them with their videos. I was like, hey, man, I think this song matches your vibes. And he says, you know what, Tech? You are so right. I forgot about this fucking song. It's such a good-ass song. It's such a good-ass song.
use the same character once you run out. So I immediately started explaining the differences in points. Oh, we're gonna like change the buff to where you can now have 3 teams. Oh, we're gonna like make it to where you have all element increase in the middle, whatever. It changed up a few things, right? But still relatively the same system. Here's my problem. Hey, before we go any further, chat, was I lying right there? Hey,
No.
chat, was I lying? Type 1 if I was telling the truth. Type 1 if I was telling the truth. Type 2 if I was lying.
Chat, type 1 if you're gay.
In fact, this is also gonna explain where the kudo bots are too. I feel like, Okay, so damn, unanimously. Okay, unanimously. All right.
He is objectively wrong.
Hold up. Let me, just real quick. We're gonna hear this one more time.
All right.
Hold up.
He's the button where you can't, this is illusion. Here
we go.
In their game. And 1-to-1 they just changed up they did a little bit of paint here, a little bit of paint here.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna do the point system where you can't use the same character once you run out. So I immediately started explaining.
Yep.
Was I lying?
He is objectively wrong here.
This is another point for Smack. The score is now 1-3. That is a rough one, dude. Now, I will say, Smack, okay, just so you guys know, Smack is over-exaggerating his laugh as an appeal to vibes, as a way to discredit the opposition. However, it worked incredibly effectively. It worked incredibly effectively. It farmed not 1, not 2, but 3 fucking chats. And yeah, this is a way to make your opponent look retarded without having to say a single fucking word. This was super effective appeal to vibes.
Oh my god, bro! This shit can't be real.
Let's hear Saint Tontas' reasoning.
Bro. Oh fuck, bro. Oh fuck, man.
It could have also just
objectively
been. Once again, I'm assuming this is an appeal to vibes. However, Smack could also just think this shit's fucking diabolical. Who's to say?
It's man. Oh shit. Bro, that's his baby, man. And he is objectively wrong here. Paint here. We gotta play that back, bro. We gotta play that back. And character once you run out of point. A little bit of paint here. And 1-to-1 they just changed up they did a little bit of paint here, a little bit of paint here. Oh, we're gonna do the point system where you can't use the same character once you run out of points. Oh, we're gonna like change the buff to where you can now have 3 teams. Oh, we're gonna like make it to where you have all element increase in the middle, whatever. It changed up a few things, right? But still relatively the same system. Here's my problem.
He is objectively wrong here. We have just spent the past couple of minutes proving that. He is simply
Tontas did not prove that over the past couple minutes. We were watching the same video. That is not something that happened.
objectively wrong here. He is completely incorrect.
No, he's not.
Absolutely. Hey, did I lie to y'all when I said I was going live and this shit was gonna be cinema, dog? Did I lie to y'all when I said we were going live and this was going to be cinema, bro?
Everything he just said is false.
No. No, it's not.
Bro, the way he like goes in on the wrong, bro. He goes on it 8 different ways, bro. Everything he said was fucking wrong. Every bit of it.
Yeah,
None of it is actually true. Everything.
Yeah, let's go for Tontas.
Is delusional, bro.
True.
I'm not accepting. Say he ain't
False.
bro. Somebody gotta take objectively away from him, bro. He been playing with that toy too much.
Fair. I'm not sure he knows what the word objectively means. I do agree he should take that word out of his vocab until he has a deeper understanding of that word.
It reminds me of the Artumbo situation where he copied ZMM. And here's the problem. When you copy somebody, you kind of like oust yourself, because if you don't really know the formula and understand it comprehensively.
Sarah? What are you doing?
He crashed it out in my chat, bro. He crashed it out in my chat.
Oh, no. Oh,
What are you doing, Sarah? What is going on here?
He's so, bro. There's no way, bro. Dog, dead ass. Say,
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
look this camera square in the eyes, and I'm gonna let you know, bro. You gotta stop. Like, I'm serious. This is for your own good. You gotta stop, bro. Just go back to script writing, man. Dog, you cannot be out here crashing out on somebody's chat, bro. You crashing out on the chat? That's
It is a little wild, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
crazy.
That being said, Sarah is, and I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Okay, Sarah, I'm now giving you 5%. Okay. Now, once again, Sarah, you need to understand, I like you as a person. We talk a lot offline. Okay, I like you as a person. I'm gonna give you 5% here. I'm gonna give you 5%. Little bit of a chat slut. Gonna be real. Sarah's a little bit of a chat slut. Okay, they're in every single person's chat, and they will make the streamer feel like I'm your chatter, right? So I can understand why St. Tontas got upset by specifically Sarah, because she's like the Yoko Ono of the Beatles, right? Like everybody trying to fuck her, and it's gonna tear the band apart, right? They're in every chat. They're a little bit of a double agent. However, I would say the majority, not literally fuck, symbolically like have them be their chatter. I would say, personally, I think Sarah's loyalty falls to me at the top, then Mr. Pokey. That changes. That does change. It does change between me and Mr. Pokey. Most loyalty to me and Mr. Pokey. And then the rest kind of get the trickle-down effect. But yeah. Yep. So I understand why St. Tontas is crashing out specifically on that one, because Sarah is very active in every chat. And St. Tontas might have felt that that was his chatter.
The blink on that fucking jacket of mine.
You just trying to rage bait for attention?
Are you just trying to rage bait for attention? Brother, the rage bait doesn't exist. You are creating the rage bait, Saint.
So the problem is a lot of people accuse other people of rage baiting, when the other person says something they disagree with. A lot of people like to call me a rage baiter. Now, once again, have I rage baited in the past and the present? Absolutely. But the problem is now whenever I say something that is just objectively true, people will say it's a rage bait because it made them angry. But the reality is I'm just saying the truth, and that makes you upset. Okay? The truth and logic do not give a fuck about your feelings. It does not matter how you feel about what I said. It's not a rage bait unless my point and my intent was I'm going to say something wrong just to piss this guy off.
What? She's not rage.
Yeah, exactly. You're angry because I'm right. That's not a rage bait. That's just the truth.
She doesn't even know you're gonna watch this. You're watching this unbeknownst to her, bro. Or
Fair.
You're watching this and she is not aware. This, bro. What the fuck? You think she?
Here's how we're going to go ahead and settle the whole Sarah ordeal right now. Okay? And we're going to have this on record. Sarah, are you listening? Are you here in chat? Are you here? You are. Yo. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to ignore every bias you have. You're not going to worry about me. You're not going to worry about anybody. Sarah, whose stream do you enjoy watching the most? And I'm going to ask you to come off the fence here. Whose stream are you a fan of the most? For a stream that you enjoy watching. That's all. And just say whatever you like. It's okay. Okay? We're going to go ahead and end it here. Okay? Yours and Pokey when he's doing 0 cycles because I'm a fucking cringe lord. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that makes sense. So Mr. Pokey's when he's 0 cycling, my stream for everything else. I think that's a fair take. That's also what I believed. Let's continue.
She's rage baiting him, bro. Oh man, that's so crazy, dog. Dog, that blink, you gotta stop these fucking silences with that blink, bro. I can't.
What's this? Most watched channel, Mr. Pokey. So here's the thing that you gotta understand, Mr. Pokey. I'm assuming this is Sarah's thing, right? This is Sarah's thing. Here's what you gotta understand. Sarah watched you do her favorite thing for 2,400 hours while using my emotes. Sarah watched me do whatever the fuck for 1,600 hours. Remember that. I go live and I do whatever the fuck. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, bro. My emotes are goated. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. Those emotes are global, I think. How the fuck you think Eggy Love, Eggy March, and Dink Donk are global, bro? You can only use these if you're subbed. Are you nuts? These are sub-only emotes, man. You're trolling. Dumbass. Anyways, let's continue.
I can't. I'm trying to lock.
She was in your chat thinking about me. Remember that. She was thinking about me in your damn chat. I also watched you for 10 more hours than you were live. So I couldn't watch you more than Pokey if I wanted to. That's also very true. I think Mr. Pokey just streams more than me, to be fair. Anyways.
I can't, bro, but he keep fucking blinking all silent and shit, bro.
So true. So true, Smack.
This dude can.
Oh, man, he's really mad at Sarah. That is so funny. I think the current chat sluts are Sarah of the Abyss and Nate Dog Bruh. I think those are the two really big chat sluts, to my knowledge.
He'd be such a good streamer, bro, if he just fucking simmers down with this shit, bro. I mean, bro, he's got it. He's got it, but he just keeps doing goofy ass shit.
Cook him. Cook TOA. Cook him.
You can make a mistake, and then you end
Yeah, and there's his chat saying traitor, Sarah's lost banner. Yeah, because now it's a us versus them mentality.
up looking goofy, right? This Wuthering Waves
Saying Tontas and their chat thought Sarah was theirs. Oh, man.
situation reminds me of that because You copied Spiral Abyss, but you didn't realize that your forte circuit and your intro skill makes it to where it actually is counterintuitive to the Spiral Abyss. You don't start off with 100% power in Tower of Adversity. This is such a fair thing to say, man.
Quite literally do. Your HP refreshes, your Residence Energy refreshes. Those values in Genshin Impact are quite literally carried over from stage to stage.
That doesn't mean you can't have them prepped, bro. Like you told on yourself again. Fob was right. You don't even play these games, man.
No, okay, so once again, you could prep them. However, that's with the assumption that the character and player is built and skilled enough to know how to do that, as well as has the gear to do that. So once again, I think this is actually a fair point by Tontas, me personally.
Brother, it's so fucking easy to get your ults up before that phase is over with going into the...
For some players, it's easy. But you got to understand, Genshin Impact is meant to appeal to autistic children, right? So not everybody's going to know how to do that.
Next phase. It is so fucking easy. You have so much time. That game gets memed on because of how easy the end game is. You have plenty of time to say, let me get these ults up real quick before I go into this next phase.
If you're a hardcore player, yes.
Let me spend a couple of more 30 seconds or something. It's not hard, brother. That's a terrible down. That is down.
Now, the problem is that with the mobs becoming, because it really, you don't really have 10 minutes to do it. You have 3 minutes to do it because everybody wants 3 stars. With the rising HP pools of Genshin Impact's mobs and Spiral Abyss, it is actually getting pretty hard. It's artificially hard. Like Destiny 2 was hard. Destiny 1 was hard because more damage we have to do equals harder difficulty. It's not really hard, but it's just an artificial difficulty scaler. It is kind of hard to have that much leftover time to rebuild. So some players can do it. Some players can't do it. I think Tontas actually has a fair point here. And I think Smack is kind of putting his blinders on and only considering from a hardcore perspective.
That is...
Same can be said for Middletown and Wuwa. Absolutely.
Objectively wrong. That's objectively wrong.
I don't understand this point at all. And we can make the argument that your forte and that we can make the argument that your forte and that your concerto resets.
To be fair, Smack, that's something they should improve, right? Yes, that is to be fair. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're talking to Mr. Try to improve.
We're entering into the first stage of the tower with like multiple forte stacks could be adjacent to what you actually want to do. Because there's a lot of people that start off a rotation with a Changli resonant skill to activate the fusion set buff and then immediately use their liberation.
Oh no, he's making an argument I've already covered later on in the video chat.
Oh no.
Oh no. He thinks I'm making an argument saying that they gotta have their full power up. I'm not making that argument. Never made it. But see, this is what happens, brother. You gotta shut the yapping up. Let a nigga cook.
To go from 0 to 4.
Yeah, chat. Let a
4 stacks. There are strategies in the tower where you do that. And so having additional forte stacks, having certain values carry over can sometimes be actually a negative for the team comp and the character that you're playing because you will, quote unquote, waste resources in the clear.
Bro, the way this guy like hula hoops and like circles into these fucking like beliefs is I gotta admit, bro, it's impressive.
And having full concerto as well would actually make it impossible to do things like...
Would you be willing to talk to him, Smack? Listen, brother, I was so down to talk with him if he didn't react to my tweet the way he did. He reacted to my tweet like I told him to go off himself, and I did.
I will get Gacha, Smack, and Tontas in the same call.
Didn't. I just told him he was a dick rider, bro. You know, I said that, bro. Let's look at this tweet one more time, man. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, round him in
We saw this.
I just
We saw this.
I don't go to the yapaholics, bro.
Your most damaging part.
Olympics, bro.
Uptime on the buff or shorten your rotation time during your most damaging part of your liberation because you wouldn't have to echo skill first to do it.
What is bro talking about, man?
It also limits your ability to quick swap and time your outro buffs. There are a lot of abilities that require setup.
Okay,
a lot of
I'm picking it
Sonata
up.
skills that require setup to activate properly.
Sure.
All you're doing though, man, all you're doing, and this is not me even trying to be argumentative. I'm just, all you're doing is explaining the beauty of Wuthering Waves combat. You are not in any way, shape, or form explaining how Tower of Adversity isn't mid.
That's
it's
fair.
mid, man. It's okay. Like, yeah, I agree with everything you just said, bro.
Yeah, Tontas is saying points that are kind of unrelated to the overall message of the video. I agree.
My video ain't about none of that, though. All I said was that game's mechanical intricacy surpasses the Spiral Abyss infrastructure. It is literally workable inside of there. It
Sure.
is mid. Not bad. It's mid.
Yeah, I agree. The way they fix Wuthering Waves' tower adversity is they make it less timer, damage sponge. What's the word? Less timer and damage sponge forward, and more make the mobs in it attack faster, but take more damage. To where the real skill comes from timing your abilities while weaving away from abilities. So make the mobs hit harder and attack faster, so it promotes dodging and active play rather than just rotating on, target dummies. Do a hologram endgame. Yeah, absolutely. More PGR, yeah.
You can
So skill-based, yeah, of course.
take those intricacies and cook up something better.
They tried that with Scar and had to nerf him. Also true.
That is not something to get offended for, man. It's not.
And so by not having Concerto energy to build up, you limit the ability to set up for many teams in many rotations.
I get what he's saying.
A huge number of them.
To be honest, I kind of ADHD'd out right there.
He's saying that there are certain characters where their abilities would lose efficiency because other characters can build up for other characters, and if they're already at max, they're not building up anything, so it feels wasteful. So there is a positive to things not being at 100%. However, it's kind of a weak point.
I already know it, bro. I think he lost the plot. I don't even know what we talk about.
All in all, I don't see how we're making this argument that it is just worse.
Brother, you can't see any argument except your own.
Or that Genshin is better. They are unique. They're differentiated.
I
I don't think he ever said that.
never said Genshin was better, man.
Yeah, that was something that was not said. I'm going to be real. Once again, St. Tontas, we are now over halfway through the video, and St. Tontas is still arguing against points that Smack never said. We're gonna move to 1 point for St. Tontas, 4 points for Smack.
Buddy, I said that formula was built with Genshin Impact
We're at 1-4, not 1-5.
combat in mind. It wasn't built with with
this was never said.
ways, man. I didn't say Genshin was better, bro. I told y'all, nah, this schizo is insane, bro.
What's actually crazy is that Godsmack acted quite the opposite. That Wuwa added on to the Spiral Abyss and then wrote their name on it. So Godsmack is actually saying Tower of Adversity is better than Genshin Impact. However, it could be even more better from what we expect from that game. So St. Tontas is once again kind of going off on a tangent that doesn't
70%
exist.
power. That's why the only damn support in the game that feels good with the mode is the support that's able to start off 100% like almost instantaneously. That's Verena. Gets her.
I think it is a very odd take to say that Verena is the only support character that feels good in the tower.
That
So Verena is the most Genshin-fied character. I think we can all agree on that.
is actually, you know what? I agree. You're absolutely right. I agree. That was a misspoke. Straight up. There's fucking Sanhwa, right? There's hell. I am a big fan of Yang Yang. I'm a big fan of Yang Yang. You're right. I stand corrected.
Okay.
That is actually
Great.
insane. I completely agree. I completely agree.
Good on Smack. Good on Smack.
Sure.
He could have argued there and once again, as he says, stand on business, but he admits when he's wrong. That's great.
Feels very
I don't want to give St. Tontas a full point for a misspeak, but he's getting close to the second point.
good and very strong, and she is quite literally my favorite character to play on every single team.
That's fair.
Obviously, that's my opinion, but
I like her too, man. I like her too. I'm just telling you that the Forte circuit and intro don't work well with her. Not with TOA. There's no real incentive to be auto attacking with that girl, right?
Sure.
There's no incentive to be auto attacking with her. It's
Verena's gonna feel the best for people who are from Genshin because she just feels like a Genshin character.
The big arms and shit.
Which is why so many people
and
were
yo,
crazy
she still
about
ain't
getting
up.
her because she turns the
perfect
game
dodge,
into
it
Genshin.
still ain't up. So now
Which
you gotta
is,
get her ass off the field.
use your ability, there's a
It's
heal.
like,
Log off.
bro, it's
Go back with the ult
It
up. Use
doesn't
ult.
work with TOA's current system. I feel like that's so fair, man.
but I'm not exactly sure. Like, the delay is not the worst thing ever. You simply prefer teams where you can get onto your other characters faster.
Sure.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
Genshin
agree.
by the team.
It's like, dude, all I'm saying, man, is there's a better mode for those intricacies, brother. It can be improved upon. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
Her Forte circuit, her intro, and her fucking ultimate in like 2 seconds.
Yep. It's really good.
That's true. That's true. Verena objectively has the fastest rotation time in the game, especially when she's S2. She will take quite literally maybe 1 to 2 seconds to get full concerto and then be able to swap off and then buff your team.
Yep.
That is one of her strengths. Shorekeeper, on the other hand, has a much more delayed rotation that takes a bit more time, can be optimized with more finesse with some of her animation cancels, but she provides much larger buffs that will, in some ways, enable your team to actually do more damage. So there is simply a trade-off between the characters.
We're losing the plot here, man.
Yeah.
Objectively, I know he loves that fucking word. We're losing the plot here, man. All right, we're talking about Tower of Adversity, buddy. Okay, being mid. We're not talking about the characters and their discrepancies, man.
One is faster rotation and faster buffs. The other is slower rotation but stronger buffs. That is called a, in my opinion at least, that is a balanced
Objectively losing
game.
its meaning.
Those are balanced. That's a balanced roster. And that's good for the game.
I think that's
he probably needs a break. He's still in defensive mode before and after Gacha.
Yeah, I think that's fair. However, I think once again, Tontas is arguing about things that isn't really the point.
People coming at you with bad arguments, you get heated. And
it's kind of just like some guy going live, reacting to a video, and then talking about something completely different. It's kind of just like Gacha Smack is watching Naruto, and then Tontas is watching Bleach, and he's yelling at Ichigo because he's confused that they're watching different shows. He's like, dude, how do you think the main character, his name is Naruto? Like, it's Ichigo Kurosaki. Like, this guy's an idiot. It's like they're watching different TV shows right now.
Probably hasn't cooled down. Silver Rest, you got to understand, bro. He's coming at people, man. Right? That's it. And if you want me to be honest with you, man, in that Gacha cast.
And I want to pause here real quick. Completely separate tangent. Guys, do you guys notice how I wear the same sweater every fucking day? I am not sponsored for what I'm about to say. I am not sponsored. I just want to say this sweater was a gift from Sophia, and I fucking love it. It's my favorite sweater I've ever had in my entire life. Okay? I'm just saying, if you think this sweater looks nice, if you think the pants look cool, I'm going to be buying some clothes later, but people were asking me where it's from. It's from a store called Young LA. Sophia has a code, not me. Not me. Sophia has a code for 10% off if you use code ZIPAY, Z-I-P-A-Y, on Young LA. I'm going to buy some clothes later. I'm not sponsored. I am not sponsored. I just want to let you know, if you're ever going to shop on Young LA, use her code. And mods, go ahead and link youngla.com with code ZIPAY in the chat bot in case we want to go check out their clothes. But I think it's cool. I'm just going to be real. I love the clothes. I've become a gym rat, and I'm not going to lie. I'm very proud of my friend by being sponsored by them. I just want to do my due diligence and be a good friend to her and just say, she's gotten me a lot of free clothes from them. I just want to go plug her code because she's a very good friend of mine. And if you guys want to go buy some clothes, you're more than welcome to. It's dope. I like the gym, guys. What can I say? Yeah, but she gets sponsored and you get a burger from that, so you get sponsored indirectly. Let's move forward.
They told him a truth that wasn't easy to hear. They weren't attacking him, man. They told him a truth that wasn't easy to hear. That's it.
Yep.
He is a Kudobot. He does dick ride the game. That's not an insult if it's fucking true. It's quite literally true.
Okay. I would like to weigh in at this moment. I would like to say, and here's the real problem, and I hate this. Once again, I would like to say, this is going to discredit Tontas quite a bit. It is, and I'm just going to be real, and I hate doing it, but I'm just going to have to keep it real with you guys. At this point, where Tontas has become so defensive over Wuthering Waves, so much so that he's willing to ignore what people are actually saying and fight arguments that no one is saying. He kind of is a Kurobot at this point, which really sucks. I really think he needs to pull back a little bit, chill the fuck out a little bit, and just realize he's making this a lot more serious than it actually is. And he does need to pull back a little bit. He really does. And I'm saying that as a guy, disowned? No, absolutely not. I still love the guy. I think he's great. I think his content's great. And I'm always in his corner when I should be. But right now, where we're at, he is going off the deep end quite severely. He needs to pull back a little bit. Let's keep going. I need to get these two in a call, and we're going to get these two in a call.
He's shilling right now, guys, in 4K. I mean, damn. And y'all got to understand, man, you can't start feeling sorry for this dude when he's been spending the past, like, several days going at CCs, bro, trying to make them look inferior to his intelligence. That shit's not okay. When do y'all...
So that's not true. So here's the thing. A lot of CCs have actually been going at Saint Tontas, and he is defending himself, right? So I don't want to say that he's just been going around attacking people for no reason. Now, people were like, let's be real. This pretty much started with Mr. Pokey. And once again, this is pretty much Mr. Pokey's fault, right? And let me explain why this is, okay? So Saint Tontas made a video talking about how he loves Wuthering Waves, how he loves Kuro games. Mr. Pokey makes a meme video on it. He makes a parody video on it. Every CC starts shit-talking this guy, okay? Now, you can say that I'm lying. You can say that I'm taking a shot at Pokey. I am not. This is self-admitted by Mr. Pokey himself. This is him acknowledging this started from Mr. Pokey. Okay, Mr. Pokey, he's a shit stirrer. He is. He absolutely is. He makes jabs, he's condescending, he's passive-aggressive. Okay? He set off Saint Tontas, right? He 100% attacked Vars for 5 hours, shitting on everything about the guy over a video and insulting him over and over. Absolutely he did. But you have to understand the root point of that is Mr. Pokey painting him as a clown. Multiple creators, I can name 11. I can name 11 all going at this guy and shitting on him. Saint Tontas is now in defense mode. Saint Tontas is now in defense mode, right? No, like Vars made a random video. Just give me a second. Mr. Pokey pokes the bear. He makes Saint Tontas look like a retard. He did. Let's all agree. He did, right? 11 creators come at Saint Tontas. He goes defensive mode. He tries to fend all of them off. He wins. He does. He won. Now he's on edge. Now the community is gassing him up. Guess what happens next? Now he's in attack mode. And now he's seeing issues that don't exist. And now he's a loose cannon. And now he's gone full mint picker. He did. He has gone full mint picker. So that is why what's happening is currently happening, right? He did not win for the record. I think with how many creators were going after him and how well he articulated and handled himself, I think he got a win. Because when you have that many people on your side, I was pretty much the only dude trying to help him out, and he didn't get character assassinated from that. I think that counts as a win, guys. I really do. But yeah, never go full mint picker. And right now he's gone full mint picker. Now let's keep focusing here. Anybody think what I say was wrong? Do we get why I'm saying what I'm saying? Do we all understand the turn of events? Because I don't think Saint Tontas was always crazy, but right now he's kind of going crazy. Right? Yeah, when did that happen? During the Gacha cast. As well as there's also some other creators on Twitter who are just kind of shitting on him a little bit. But yeah, cool. Once again, I still like these two. I still like these two. I want to make that very clear. This is I mean, guys, it's just people talking about their opinion on Gacha, okay? They really haven't said anything a little bit crazy. It's just, we're seeing a mint picker right now be born.
Ever see me do that shit? I told y'all, I don't respect it. I don't fuck with that, bro. It's like, all you're trying to do is put other people down and make yourself seem smarter. If you gonna cook the game. Like, get the fuck off people's videos, bro. That shit disrespectful as hell.
Sure, but that's being said, I mean, if you're upset at Saint Tontas, you gotta be upset at everybody else, because let's be real, a lot of people were shitting on the guy. Like let's be real. Like, Mr. Pokey's video on Saint Tontas was incredibly fucked up, right? Anybody would be pissed off at that shit, right? Anybody would be pissed off at that shit. So you gotta understand, and Mr. Pokey knows what he's doing. Mr. Pokey knows what he's doing, and it was funny. It was fucking funny, but to think that wasn't antagonizing to Tontas, and I'm just trying to keep things fair here, guys. To think that wasn't antagonizing to Tontas, I think you were just kind of, I don't think Smack has that context.
Feeling sorry for him is cringe, because you know if this was Tech, he'd be scum of the earth. You damn right. Yeah.
Very fucking true. That is very fucking true. Abso-fucking-lutely. It is very easy to dunk on me because anybody and everybody is looking for an excuse to shit on me. There are hundreds, thousands of people waiting for the opportunity for their content creator to come at me. But the problem is, people understand in this space, you really can't do shit about me. You really can't. You really can't, because I'm just better at this shit than other people, right? These other people are underprepared. They get fucked up. They're just not mentally equipped for this shit. Listen, guys, I've been through wars for 6 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to fucking work.
Yeah, it'd be no sympathy for Tech. Yep, you ain't lying there.
Very true.
It's the needs of the spiral
That's
abyss
very true.
in order to make that concept work flawlessly. She fits it perfectly. But what about characters who don't have their forte circuit? What about characters who don't have their intro and who can't get them up quickly? They are inherently going to fall into the clunky category when you're playing Tower of Adversity and you're pressing start the button. The problem here is,
I would imagine that since he did not
watch this condensed shit here.
Talk about Shorekeeper in the example, he is calling Shorekeeper clunky. I don't think that's true. I think he perhaps has not played her enough to, learn how to play her. I know another content creator who has not learned how to play Shorekeeper either.
Okay.
I know, guys. I know.
Blue Clear Stellar Realms, ladies and gentlemen.
You tried to one-to-one a system that is built for no intro and no forte circuit. And so when it's all good. I spoke some wrong stuff in Twitter. I had no context. Hey, but Banana, thank you. Thank you. And you know what? Since you manned up on that, I apologize for going off on you. But yes, thank you for admitting you didn't.
There was a chatter an hour ago that was saying some dumb shit to Smack, and then the chatter got informed, and now he apologized for anybody who forgot about that.
Understand the context. It's a lot of motherfuckers that ain't got the balls to admit that shit. Thank you. And learn from that. Learn from that. Don't be out here judging me, nigga, until you see the context. If I give a motherfucker to smoke the...
Also, chat, we got an absurd amount of people in this chat right now. Just want to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you guys for the subs. Appreciate all you fucking guys that go live every day at 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. CST. Love you guys. We're staying live all day till the Game Awards.
Way I gave him on Twitter, trust me, I had a good reason, brother. I didn't just throw hands for nothing. I come into these battles, if I don't use Verena, it just feels fucking weird.
True.
He is entitled to his opinion.
Good.
He's entitled to his
Thank you! Holy fuck! This whole video could have been avoided if you knew that! Holy fuck! We're an hour and a half into this video, and finally you said he can have an opinion. Holy shit! SM Dino, they were the 10 gifted. Holy fuck.
opinion.
Bro, you can't change mid video, bro. I've been sharing an opinion the whole video, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You finally convincing yourself that I'm entitled to my opinion, man.
That's insane.
I started it off saying it was my opinion.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Shorekeeper feels great to play.
See, Tontas needs to learn the difference between demonstrably true, objectively correct, and subjectively correct. If he learns those three words, his content will change forever. Objectively.
I have my best clear times with her. She is one of the most valued members of my roster. And I am a person that regularly does 1 minute Tower of Adversity clears with 1.0 characters like Gian.
Holy glaze. This is the problem with copying somebody else versus saying, bro's the only motherfucker that should be getting praised in the Wuthering Waves community.
It never gets old, dude. And be honest with me, I hope you're out there hating yourself that you said that. That shit will never not be funny. Dude, that was the greatest mask off moment of all time. Of all time. I bet you he's still getting called a mint picker, bro. Holy shit.
What mode can we build that's going to suit the intricacies and the mechanical savviness of our combat? What mode can we build that's going to suit our combat perfectly? Not theirs, our combat perfectly. And I think this is one of my gripes with Tower of Adversity. It fits Genshin Impact's combat mechanisms perfectly. It doesn't fit Wuthering Waves' beautiful, by the way, better combat mechanisms. It doesn't. Hey, you know he ain't gonna say shit about that one. Bro was like, yup, that's facts. Hell yeah.
Facts, no printer.
Blaze that motherfucker some more smack. Oh, boy. I'm hard.
Yeah.
Blaze that shit again, smack. Yes. He grew to that. Bro, negative edged to that shit, bro.
Ooh, shout outs to EO. I'm hard.
He ain't interrupted that one, ain't he, bro?
Let's see.
No, he ain't. Yeah, that
Does he
ain't
let it play?
Boy, he's,
What if he disagrees just to be argumentative? That'd be so funny.
Talk dirt until he heard in perfectly.
What?
Oh, fuck, Smack, you ruined it. Now I have to say something.
Hold up.
What?
It's combat lying. You can't say I'm lying. All right, let's continue. It fit its combat mechanisms perfectly.
Okay, here we go.
Say something again.
The combat mechanisms of the Wuthering Waves gameplay. I guess it's just the fact that you don't have all of your you don't have full concerto, or you don't. Because the idea of Wuthering Waves, and I think the big differentiation of it compared to Genshin Impact, is the fact that in Wuthering Waves, you actually have to play every character on your team. You have to actually use their skills. You have to actually basic attack with them. You actually have to run their rotations to be able to apply their buffs and then move on and then cycle through the rest of your team.
I'll be honest, man. You still do the same.
Okay, so the problem is that he is now talking about the rule, then not the exception, right? Because for Verena, you can just press skill and alt. You don't have to do all that. You really don't have to do all that, right? Because like if he's gonna go out here and point out outliers like Hu Tao, then people are also gonna have to point out the outliers with his logic, which are Verena, and that's the reason why you don't argue the extremes. So this is also backwards logic for Tontas, and now he's doing rules for thee but not rules for me. I'm gonna give Gacha Smack another point because once again Tontas is holding people accountable for the same things he needs to hold himself accountable. So that's 1-5 Smack.
Same thing in Genshin. You do. And this is not me even trying to be argumentative. I'm really trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here. Because, like, I'll be honest, with Sanhwa, dude, it's fucking, you put Sanhwa in Genshin, she works perfectly. Sanhwa works in Genshin or in Wuthering Waves. So does Yin Yang. I mean, yeah, you play the characters, man. What are we going on about here? In fact, if anything, bro, Wuthering Waves is more of a 2v2 game than Genshin Impact is. Like, you dead ass. That motherfucker's going in there with just Don Jean. Don Jean straight up pull up into TOA, just fucking solo it, bro.
Balls.
In a game like Genshin Impact, you quite
need some water? Yeah. You know what? Let me get some water. You ain't lying, bro. Okay. I wanted to do chat.
But with a character, literally will just press 1 or 2 buttons with a character and then not use them again for 20 seconds.
Same thing as Verena.
There are many characters who are an EQ bot. There are some characters who are just an E bot, like Zhongli.
Brother,
It's a holdie.
stop trying to find reasons to disagree, man. Okay,
there's no
buddy.
reason.
Gotta chill, man.
Yep.
You have mechanics like parries. You have mechanics like dodges. Dodges generate concerto energy.
I know.
One of the
Nobody's
biggest
saying that it doesn't.
optimizations for a character like Shorekeeper is opening the rotation with her and then having her dodge every attack possible from the boss to speed up her first rotation.
Yeah, nobody's
Bro,
arguing
lost the
against this.
plot.
That is a pretty basic concept for the Tower of Adversity. And again, it fits in with how the game plays because you now get rewarded The Tower of Adversity is...
This really feels like my conversation with MTash, where MTash just consistently wasn't understanding what I was saying. And when I pulled out the notepad to write down what it was that I was saying so he could understand, he would get upset and then quit. This is the big reason why I always recommend getting into a call and writing down what each other are saying. So that way it's not just like miss, right? This way you can understand exactly what people are saying and you can't just frequently miss someone's point and argue things that no one's arguing about. This is why communication is king.
on a time limit. And so
That is why they call me the notepad demon.
All you're doing, okay, you can continue yapping, man. Say, you got to understand your own point of view.
Yep.
You are arguing that this shit is perfect right now. But all you're doing right now is explaining.
Who calls you that? Okay, I'll pull one up right here. People were saying that in chat, so I just pulled it up. I mean, it was right there. My fucking chat? What do you want me to say, man? Jesus. That's why they call me the notepad demon.
That it works. You realize you're arguing a losing battle. You can't prove the game is perfect, man. You can't.
They also call me the Ocho.
All you're doing is saying things to prove that it works in the mode.
Yeah.
Which actually proves my point. The shit works. That means it's mid, bro. It's not like anything crazy.
So you now get rewarded for actively using the mechanics of the game, like dodging, to generate concerto energy faster and speed up your rotations, allowing you to do more damage within the time limit.
Bro, in his mind.
Yeah, but also with that same mechanic where dodging is effective, that's why the game mode should be adapted to Wuthering Wave's playstyle, which is faster attacks and more damage, not more HP and a time limit. Right? So saying Tontas' point right now is actually disproving his own point. That's how we know that Tower Adversity isn't equipped for the Wuthering Wave's mechanics. But yeah.
There is no better mode. That mode is perfect.
And so I do believe that having zero concerto at the start
he's disproving his own point right now.
Literally working with the mechanics of the game, because it incentivizes you to use dodges and speed up your rotation.
Yeah, but the style of the mode, which is just bigger HP pool and bullet sponge, doesn't promote that, right? Something that would promote that, Santos, in your own word, would be faster attack speed, faster mechanics, more frequency of mechanics. That way you can dodge more to use the game's mechanics in order to trump the tower, which is what you should be understanding it.
Now, that works with hologram fights, bucko.
Yeah.
Because they're a lot more aggressive. There's actually meaningful moments to
100%.
truly parry that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, so what Smack said, holograms are perfect. Tower of Adversity is not.
You are trying to sell an argument on a mode that was quite literally derivative from Spiral Abyss, man.
Yep.
Rewarding you for skill and mastery of the game's mechanics.
Inferno, Rider, Meteor, PTSD, and that's what I'm talking about. That's a mode where you can apply all of this logic and say it was truly built for that.
Yep.
It was built for that shit for sure, no doubt about it. And you could tell that that was an original cook with their development in mind, with their mechanical combat in mind.
That is why the time limit is good in Wuthering Waves. Let's move on.
So you guys got lazy. That is why combat's good in Wuthering Waves. I never said the combat wasn't good, man. In my eyes.
Okay, I don't think that's what Santona said. Hold up. I think he said the timer.
Let's move on.
So you guys got lazy. That is why combat.
Let's move on.
Mechanical combat in mind.
Let me check.
That is why the time limit is good in Wuthering Waves. Let's move on.
Yeah, he said time limit, not combat. So Smack misheard him here. Also, the timer's not good.
So you guys got lazy. That is why combat's good in Wuthering Waves. I never said the combat wasn't good, man. In my eyes. I'm like, you could have cooked something better with that.
Yeah, Smack also did say the combat is good. However, Santontas is saying he's arguing why the timer's good, not the combat.
We're negative
They missed each other
to
here.
it.
Smack,
They missed each other here.
I think that your take is lazy, frankly.
Chat. Again, I want to go back to the very beginning of this stream, dog. I want to be, hey, I never spoke with this man a single time in my life. We never exchanged any form of conversation. Bro just wanted smoke, chat. So when you go back to that tweet, y'all starting to understand why I called his ass out. He coming at me sideways, bro. I'm like, nigga, what?
I don't think you
Cinema is objective at this point, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is a
objectively
little bit wild.
bro.
attempted to even see where the benefits could be from this system because, I mean, you're not mentioning things like dodges generating concerto.
Hey, chat, I want to be honest with y'all, man. I know y'all seen it, and we are going to finish it because we kind of have to. I don't think he's got a lot left, but I want to go back. Okay, let's go back.
Rating, brother. It's about it.
Oh, I haven't heard
But if
this.
this is the kind of shit that he's gonna do, brother. If this is the kind of shit you're gonna do and this is your approach, oh boy. Oh fucking boy. You're not gonna have a good time after this. I'll find the clips. Guys.
No, we got to go back. Yeah, we got to go
It's
back.
in this VOD though.
He definitely said some more shit.
Understand this part. I really don't.
I'll find it. You. Sensical points. You are not escaping this one, buddy. You lost the plot. You have no idea what the fuck you're saying. But then his mods would have banned you, so maybe not. His mods just would have banned you the second you said something. Honestly, it's his fucking mod's fault. Sarah could have saved it, but Sarah was also trying not to get banned, probably. If Sarah said anything, boom, you're out of here, buddy. You're gone. You dare speak against our Lord? Gacha, smack. Out with you, Creighton.
I think there's currently an agenda for creators to consistently discredit other people's chats and act like theirs is superior. And I think a lot of people's arguments for that are just rooted in, misinformation. I think Smack's chat's fine. I think my chat's fine. I think Genozad's chat's fine. I think Lucari's chat's fine. Obviously, there are some chats that I think are a bit of an issue. Don't need to talk about which ones they are. You can tell by just merely going in them. Yeah, you can pretty much tell by, which chats have an agenda to further or not. And, yeah, it's pretty rough. But those are very apparent the moment you step in them.
Out with you immediately.
Okay.
Why
We can skip this.
doing this every video I made about my whole like Hawkeye Star Rail.
That being said, Saint Tontas's negative predisposition and his over-aggression does make sense more knowing that tweet came after or came before all of this. I think we can all agree. Now we can kind of understand why Saint Tontas is caught up in his feelings, right? I think, it's a provocative post. It is a provocative post. Let's keep going here.
Wuthered Waves and Get Your Nip Back ordeal. And he sits there and he goes, yes, cook those fucking Hoyo games, Smack. Oh, yes. And then the minute I say Wuthered Waves, he
Yeah,
goes,
bro got triggered, absolutely.
What did he just say? Oh my God. No, he did it. That is objectively false. He is complete.
Tweet came after. But so this VOD is from today. Smack pulled up a VOD from prior to react to this, right? So obviously the tweet came before, right?
Completely and utterly wrong. Not a single thing that he said is right. I can't believe it. He's wrong. Everything. Did he say 2 + 2 =
The tweet was after? Hold up. Oh shit, the tweet is after. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Yeah. It makes even less sense why he's hurt so much by this.
You simply didn't mention them. When it's something that speeds up your rotations and rewards you for playing the game's mechanics. And mastering them.
with that parry, with that forte circuit and that intro coming in. You need to transform your... Yeah, I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. I'm guys with those mechanisms.
We quite literally just broke down how the design of the Tower of Adversity with Zero Concerto heavily promotes you learning the mechanics of the game, because you will get rewarded clear faster and
Here's the confirmation bias, guys. Here's the confirmation bias, man. It's mechanisms. To better adhere and center to transform your tower of adversity to better adhere and synergize with those mechanisms.
We quite literally just broke down how the design of the tower.
He speaks like you're hearing him at the moment. I told you like that. No, that's what you do, guys, when you're like you have this kind of personality where it's like nothing can be said against you. Nothing. You know what I mean?
It is rough.
Zero Concerto heavily promotes you learning the mechanics of the game because you will get rewarded clear faster and be able to get more rewards if you master those mechanics.
Wait.
Sure, I mean, I don't think anybody would argue that there's a higher skill ceiling in Wuthering Waves. However, that wasn't the premise of the video whatsoever.
Wait. Get more rewards. I don't know if he's talking about literally because that's just ain't true.
No, it means like you get rewarded. Like you. So the thing is, with Genshin's barrier to entry, the difference between a master and a noob is very minuscule, whereas for Wuthering Waves, the difference between a master and a noob is pretty substantial because there's a lot more mechanics that you can take advantage of to get and sneak in DPS you otherwise might not have. So the reward is the more DPS by playing efficiently, which Genshin has a much less degree of. However, that's not the point of Smack's video at all. And once again, this point would be proven moot if Tontas would realize that if the tower would make the mobs attack faster and do more damage, that would actually be a mode fit for Wuthering Waves, not a copy-paste of the bullet sponge types on Genshin Impact.
And it picked that.
My wrath.
It doesn't feel good pressing the start button and I have to build up my forte circuit and I have to build up my intro skill when we're using Genshin's formula, which is starting off at 100% power. Chat, do you feel like I'm being unreasonable here? Because this is all my own personal experience. Now I actually want to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah.
Chat, y'all think he's going to crash out if people agree?
Yes.
Oh, man, dude. I swear, bro.
I'm going to piss. Give me 2 seconds. Yo. Okay, let's get it.
Crashes out for people agreeing. That shit about to be so fucking funny, dog.
I believe that we have dismantled
I can't take this fucking guy
every
serious,
single point
man.
he's made.
No, you did not.
How
He gasses himself up so hard, bro.
I know he thinks he did, but he did not. Jesus.
Chat, how are we feeling here, buddy? I want you to understand, Saint. The one with the real echo chamber is you, bro. Because I got to be honest with you. The only people in your chat are the quite literal brain fucking rock kudo bots. Them motherfuckers gonna agree with you so long as you are defending Wuthering Waves. The minute
I'm not gonna lie, like this chat is bad, man. This chat is bad.
you stop, though, the sad reality is gonna face in where you realize.
Way earlier context. Let's say.
Next up, we got a bit of a video. By our friend. Guys, let's just say that 115,000 views.
Oh, God.
115,000 views and 381 likes. That's some could say that is a low ratio.
Sure.
That was this was bro. Don't get pushed. Looked at me your take going through the definition.
Man, Oda, the creator of One Piece.
Oh, this is the post about Gacha Smack talking about how he thinks that we can get more from Wuthering Waves cutscenes. That's right. He was pre-triggered by Smack's take on saying we need more from mobile games. People need to stop being upset about constructive criticism. You know what's crazy about all this is the more mint picker that Saint Tontas gets, the more he's actually actively going against what the company that he so loves and glazes so hard wants, because Kuro Games wants constructive criticism. They do. They've actively asked for it, that they want their players to be truthful so they know how to improve. So what's crazy is more that Saint Tontas dips his toes into the dark side, of which he is, he's actually going against the company that he loves so much. That's why I was saying he's promoting toxic positivity earlier. Absolutely, Fob. And as a man, as yourself, who lived and breathed with me throughout the era of Genshin Impact, I believe you and I know quite a lot about content creators who force toxic positivity and what happened to all of them. Not gonna lie, man. Not gonna lie. All those creators, they're gone, man. They're fucking dead. They are fucking dead.
Guys, them motherfuckers ain't your friends, bro, and they're not even your real viewers. They are kudos viewers.
Yes.
Chat, how are we feeling?
And this is very important to acknowledge, that just because someone's in your chat does not make them your viewer. It doesn't. Listen, guys, you got to understand this. I understand that when Zach goes live, I'm losing 20 to 25% of my chat. I understand that. Those are the roaches. However, I appreciate them being in my chat as the Asmongold pre-show. That's what I am to them, and I'm totally cool with that. The same thing with Mr. Pokey. Mr. Pokey is the Tectone pre-show. And when I go live, he's going to lose 20 to 25% of his chat. You need to understand who's a you viewer and who's not, because when, the quarterback comes in, the second string can sit down. That's just how it goes, right? There's a lot of streamers where you have to understand where are they going when this person's live. Genocide, I'm the Fob after show. Exactly. I'm converting my viewers to Shy Lily waiting room. Great. And Shy Lily's an amazing content creator. An amazing content creator. However, I'm going to let you know, Mr. Pokey, no one is going to want to watch you because you have relevance to Shy Lily because you're not a big-tittied anime girl, right? You're not a big-tittied anime girl. It's the same thing as like NMP, Arthur, and Itsukachi, all their viewers. Like, if Arthur and Kachi got to know, if NMP's live, they're not breaking 5K viewers. They're just not, right? Shared spaces are important to understand on where your viewers are coming from. And the other thing you got to understand is that when the Honkai Star Rail guy is now playing Path Exile 2, he's going to lose 60 to 70% of his chat. Okay? When the Genshin Impact guy plays Stranova, he's going to lose 80% of his chat. Right? Because you spend these times in these categories that are very specific. And when you leave those specific categories, your viewers aren't going to follow. They're just not. You don't have that rapport. And especially when you play a game and your personality is, I'm the this game guy, like what St. Tontas is doing. I mean this genuinely. I don't know a damn thing about St. Tontas other than he likes Wuthering Waves. Right? That's all I know. Now, let's look at Fob Master, for example. Fob is doing an amazing job at spreading himself wide open, like his mother does for me every night, spreading himself to other variety games, other gachas, and becoming more of a good space for a lot of contenters, a good space for a lot of chatters, right? Fob's doing a great job of becoming more. I can tell you a lot of things about Fob. He's a businessman. He loves anime. He jams out to weed music all the time. He's a fucking coomer. He's got a fucking girlfriend. He's a fucking deadbeat. He lost all of his money to Gacha, right? I can tell you a lot of things, but the only thing I know about St. Tontas is this guy likes Wuthering Waves. So you got to be careful when you're doing that as a content creator because you're building up an audience that's not there for you. They're there for the game. And content creators need to be aware of the chatters that are there for the game and not them because it can lead them down a very, very, very bad path where they live and die by that game. That's why I'm not worried about other creators like Ziox, for example, where all they do is just make guides for Genshin Impact all the fucking time. If Ziox were to do streams of like PUBG, Path of Exile 2 for longer than a week, he would see a 70% loss of his fucking viewership, right? But these content creators who just pigeonhole themselves into just one game, well, they're going to fuck themselves long term, but I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, it's important to understand who's your viewer, who's another person's viewer, and who's just a game viewer. For example, I know my chatters such as Valen, such as Sarah, such as J-Spec, such as Jimmy the Rock, just like Golden Fantasy. Those are chatters who are there for the stream. They don't give a fuck what the fuck I'm doing, right? But then another chatter, like let's say Shaggy Ice. I don't know who the fuck this dude is. This guy ain't gonna be in my stream the moment I swap to Path XL2, right? And these are the chatters you got to be aware of. Bet there. Okay, well we'll see. Okay, well we'll see. But let me show you something even more. So like, you got to understand that every streamer has these viewers. So let me find a good example of this. There's a reason why when I swap to Path to Exile, I lose like 1.5 thousand viewers. Let's go to Mr. Pokey. Minus followers, don't need them, never needed them. Let's pull up another Mr. Pokey stream, right? When Mr. Pokey swaps from Honkai Star Rail to Path to Exile, he's gonna lose, 60% of his chat, right? And this is normal. This is what you need to get used to. It's fine. Show us Genshin, not that shitty PoE game. Hell no, right? But worse than Crypto Crash. But it's important for chatters to not let those chatters who aren't there for them and are there for the game to not dictate what they're saying and not saying. Okay, fine, I'll stop playing, I'm gonna cry. Mr. Pokey, you need to play more, not less. You're doing the exact opposite. You need to play more. Condition them. Let's continue.
Feeling here. Yes. Yep. Any disagreeers?
But there is a very, very clear echo chamber in some chats. I think we can all agree that streamers who cater to very specific audiences and play very specific games are far more likely to have an echo chamber than streamers who do a variety of things. For example, I would argue that Genizad, Fobmaster, Lucari, and myself are far less likely to have an echo chamber of a chat, whereas other streamers like Ziox or Saint Tontas or Doro or Anthony Chen would be more likely to have an echo chamber. And why is that? Because those streamers and those viewers are for a much more specific demographic, which is these are the chatters that like this game, and I'm the guy who plays this game. And when that's your personality, where you have a very specific type of viewer that watches you, those are what leads to echo chambers. Whereas streamers who expose their audience to multiple different games and multiple different facets of entertainment are far less likely to have an echo chamber due to a different variety of people sharing that space. And so hopefully that makes sense on what's an echo chamber, what's more likely to be an echo chamber, and what's not. But that's exactly how that goes. Hopefully that makes sense. That's why when Atsu was saying things like, you have an echo chamber, that was most likely true back when I played Genshin Impact. Back when all I did was have Genshin Impact viewers. Now that we're 4 years past that, things open up. But hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully does the logic behind that seem sound, or is there anything you think does that not make any sense? Feel free to let me know. Also, Fernwim, thank you for the tier 3. What character did I make? I made a witch hunter. All right, cool. You were the Genshin guy, now you're the bald guy. True. I'm the bald racist guy. Although people sometimes keep on mistyping racist. I don't know why they're saying that other word. Also, watch Smack show a download clip from saying, let me keep continuing here. Anyways, let's continue here. Let's keep going here with the video.
With what I'm saying. Any disagreeers at all?
What's your race?
They put yep.
You feel like it can...
Daytona 500.
Chat, they put it yep. Oh, shit.
Be better. No disagreeers in the chat.
Wait, what do you mean? That's yeses, bro. Oh.
No disagreeers in the chat. All right, let's continue.
Smack could do better. I disagree with Gacha Smack. He's got some people in there for sure, though. Sarah Glazing again. Someone in his chat said they welled and still couldn't clear. Because that has always been my scrutiny for it. Go easy on Smack. This is facts. The energy is dog shit. I agree with you. I'm looking for a disagreement if there is one. They can yoink a thing or two from Smack is cooking.
Smack, when you ban every single person who expresses the slightest disagreement, which we've seen like proof of, this is kind of what happens.
So you are rules. What is?
If Smack does that to every single viewer, once again making an extreme statement, then he would have banned Banana. Because at the very beginning of the stream, this is demonstrably true, Banana came in with severe negative bias and was also spouting some nonsense bullshit. Smack didn't ban him. Smack talked to him, reasoned with him, and even admitted an apology for what he had said once a Banana realized the error of his ways. So this is also demonstrably untrue.
Does he say rules for thee, but not rules for me?
No, rules for thee, not rules for me.
Oh my God, dude. Brother, you just sat there and asked your chat the same thing, man.
Yeah.
What? We can't let that one slide.
True.
I am just going to ban you.
I'm gonna give Gacha Smack another point for that one.
You gotta pull that up again.
I believe
bro.
the score is 1-6.
Hold on, chat.
I am just going to ban you. You're simply choosing not to listen, and I don't want people like that typing in my chat. If you call this a blank screen, I am just going to ban you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. St. Tontas got caught there in 4K.
Never said I don't be banning motherfucker. I know I be banning some people, bro. At least I ain't faking that shit, though.
Refute their points, and if they refuse to listen to reason after I refute their points, then I ban them.
Brother, you have no reason. You mean if they refuse to admit that Wuthering Waves is perfect, then you ban them? They have to first admit that Wuthering Waves is good. They have to first take the dick down the throat first. If they don't do that, then you ban them.
I do think from Smack that's an argument in bad faith. However, was pretty funny.
Is the difference between how him and I ban people on our channels. And I think it's a big one.
Yeah, you got that one right, brother.
I mean, St. Tontas did say if someone's immune to lodge, then he's gonna ban him. I think he's actually being pretty truthful here.
You got that one.
However, I think he's being a little bit hypocritical with what Gacha Smack does in his chat.
Right, man. Banning people because the guys aren't dick riding the streamer. You are banning people for not dick riding Wuthering Waves. That is insane. That is insane. Of realm and put it in TOA. Yep, I think I like that idea. It's just you have to be more specific. Chat, you want to know the craziest thing, man? I guarantee you, bro is not even getting the fucking contract, bro. Bro is, guys, I'm in the server. Bro is getting the fucking scraps. Bro's getting the scraps. The server, you know, the server scraps all these content fucking creators. I don't give a fuck about these servers, bro. He's in the server that every fucking creator that makes any kind of Wuthering Wave server that's it, and he's getting scrapped. You doing all that fucking bro, you coughing on this shit, and you ain't even got no fucking contract. That is insane to me, bro. Hell, bro, like at least the Genshin Impact CC's got they getting the bag. At least they getting 8 to 10 a month, bro. You not even getting the contract, bro. Holy shit, that's insane. $7 for the holy based. CAD, thank you again, Size. What has been amazing gameplay wise for sure. The story's another thing for me. I have nonstop spam skip. I don't feel like I'm missing anything, and that's fine. Teach his own. You're right. Kind of never bothered.
You're working hard for it though, man.
Saint won the content creator award from Wawa. Art Banana, brother, I'm in the server. I know the exact award he won. You want to know why? Because I see it get announced every fucking patch. I don't even participate in the MOs. I participated in the most recent one and I only sent 2 of my videos. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll throw.
What does getting the bag have to do with anything? Everyone starts from somewhere. So getting the bag has to deal with other creators for Genshin Impact are sucking its dick because they're contractually obligated to, and they're getting financial incentive to, whereas St. Tontas is doing it for free, even though he does also get money from YouTube. It's just not directly from the company themselves, right? So what Smack is saying is that at least these guys are getting $1 to suck the dick. St. Tontas is doing it for free. That's the premise.
Them too. And you know what the 2 videos were? Reacting to the drip marketing of the 2.0 characters. But like, it's very simple. You just literally create content and then you submit it to them. And every bit of Wuthering Waves content you create, you submit to them. And it's a competition between it's basically a way for them to get free marketing to pay fucking cheap. They pay cheap as shit. Bro got like, I shit you not, maybe $1,000 for making 18 fucking Wuthering Waves videos. That shit is ass.
That is ass.
Ass, brother.
That is ass.
I mean, personally, TOA is just a filler in game. Yep.
No, that's just
when
fucking
he's just talking to chat. He's just reading stuff on chat. We'll just get through this. We'll just get through this.
Concerto feels so bad. Yeah, Wawa Perry is worse.
I mean, I know that there are some people who get paid for Genshin Impact the equivalent of 35 nights in the Mr. Beast forest. Wait, no. Sorry. 3.5 nights in the Mr. Beast forest for merely playing Genshin Impact for 4 hours on stream. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's per month. Per month.
Worse than ZZZ. Always feel bad to play. Parry is too much of a factor. 100% agree in how I felt with both games in the Gacha War. Okay, so it seems like most people in the chat are.
I just want to expand on that parry take in ZZZ. I think that being forced to switch your character and not being able to parry with the on-field.
Tectone says the Hoyo's contract pays the least like 2K. I don't.
Tectone says Hoyo's contract pays the least like 2K. Did I say that? I'm trying to remember if I said that. I know I said Hoyo pays like shit for their rates, but I don't think I ever said the number 2K. I don't remember saying that. No, I know I definitely said that Hoyo pays pretty much the lowest of any sponsor. I definitely said that. However, assured income is still assured income, and for their long-term contracts, it really adds up. So even if they're being paid less than their rate, like for example, just so you guys know how sponsors work, the way normal sponsors work is you get paid $1 per viewer per hour on stream. So let's say I average 5K. If I'm doing a 2-hour stream, that means I get 10 grand. Okay. Now the way they get that number is off of your past 30 days. So they take the average of your past 30 days for the initialization of the contract, and average is $1 to $1.2 per viewer per hour, right? Hoyo, from my personal experience as well as others that I've seen, I can't speak for everyone, is somewhere around 0.75 to 0.8. Now, whether you're being paid 80 cents or whether you're being paid $1.20 per viewer per hour, that shit's still buku bucks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they do pay the least. However, game is game. You know what I'm saying? Like whether I'm making $4 grand an hour per viewer or $5 grand an hour per viewer, that shit's still crazy. At the end of the day, I'm still getting money. You said that for sponsor compared to your AFK journey. I will say other gacha games that I've played have paid me $2.50 per viewer per hour. Like when I was averaging 5,000 viewers, and then I'm sitting there making like what? It was like 20, 25 grand for a 2-hour stream. Like that shit was retarded, right? So it really just depends. But usually the worse the reputation of a game, the more they're going to have to pay you, right? The more they're going to have to pay you. And the better the reputation, the less they're going to have to pay you. Yeah. Like there are also been sponsors that I got from non-gachas, which are an outlier, doesn't matter, where like I was being paid like 20 cents per viewer per hour. But I was like, hey man, I want to play this game anyways, so I'll do it. Does Raid pay well? You bet your ass Raid pays well. You bet your ass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. RSL bag hits crazy. However, I've never done one. At this point, I'm not opposed. If I were to get offered one, I'd do it 100%. Abso-fucking-lutely, I'd do it 100%. Why wouldn't I? Absolutely not. Everybody knows that game shit. Whether I play it or not, it ain't going to convert nothing. I'll do it. I'll take that company's money and I'll burn it. Because they just be wasting money. Nobody going to play that shit. Nikkei pays the best rates out of all mainstream gachas from my experience. They pay good. Nikkei pays good. In my experience, there's one other gacha game that pays really well. That's mainstream. But I'm not going to say it. AFK Journey pays crazy. AFK Journey is fucking insane. Like, oh my God. AFK Journey gave me crazy money. And I love that fucking game. And all I'm saying is Woo-Wah pays crazy too. I'll keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck. Woo-Wah pays crazy. They are reinvesting their money into advertisement. They do. Woo-Wah great. Woo-Wah, dude, Woo-Wah pays good. Nikkei pays good. AFK Journey goes crazy. Dude, they go nuts. What about Cookie Run? Cookie Run don't pay you shit. I tried getting a sponsor for 3 fucking months. All I could get is a free goodie bag. Shit was bullshit. AFK Journey's an ass game? Nah, bro, you're retarded. AFK Journey's a great fucking game. You trolling, bro. You just don't like it. Just because you don't like it don't mean it bad. Woo-Wah undercut my rates. Now I know why. Baldy got it all. They know my worth. They know my worth. Nah, Woo-Wah's great. I love working with their team. They're great. They're awesome. All right, let's keep going.
I don't know what tech deal is with Hoyo. I mean, not Hoyo, Kudo. Let me tell you something. I've had offers from Kudo. They're cheap. Cheap as hell. And you know what's funny? They don't get the excuse anymore. They got fucking 10 cent behind them, and they had 10 cent when they launched. I was naive at one point thinking, like, oh, it's poor Kudo. Bro, they got fucking 10 cent with them, man.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, Smack. I think you need to join Mythic Talent because if you're not arguing your rates, I think you're making a misplay here. Yeah, I feel like if people aren't in Mythic Talent, they're gonna get undercut like fucking crazy. Yeah, you need to argue your worth, and yep, you're gonna have to do that.
The cheap intentionally. Period.
Field character is, well, personally, I don't think that's good. You're entitled to your opinion on that, but I genuinely don't. I think it's weird.
I've turned down, chat.
You taking everybody's money? I would argue. No, better yet, I will state there is not a single other gacha creator who has gotten more money for gacha creators than me by a factor of 1,000. By a factor of 1,000. I know that for a fucking fact. No, it's not even close. It's not even, dude, I remember when I talked to Mr. Pokey. You guys might remember this. Mr. Pokey back in the day, bro used to work a job. Yep. He made a call to me. I took it during my busy day. I was out getting food with Colin and Zizix and Shinya and all them. We were at the little food trucks, made a call. He says, I want to go full-time content creation. I want to be able to focus on my passion. And I said, hey, I got you, man. I got you. Got his ass into Mythic, and now he's a full-time streamer. And I have done this for many other creators. All they got to do is DM me. If creators need help making money, and they're putting in the work, I can always help them. But the problem is that people are lazy. They're sitting there with like, they haven't even done the fucking grind yet. They're like fucking slopping out content that nobody gives a fuck about. But somehow his PC can't even stream PoE 2. I can't help the guy's dumb. I can't help the guy's fucking dumb. Right? Dude, I guarantee, I go check Mr. Pokey's specs. I guarantee you he's using an Intel. I guarantee you he has an Intel processor. Guarantee it. Intel's good? No, it's not. No, it's not. Intel, I believe it's Intel 9. Intel 9 is fucking garbage. He's either using Intel or Ryzen. Just use AMD processor. AMD is so consistent. All right, cool. Let's keep going here.
3 deals now from Kudo because they couldn't afford the rate. And guys, I'm not averaging 1 million fucking views. My rate ain't nothing crazy. Like Tectone's rate, you gonna have to pay that nigga. My rate ain't that crazy, bro.
Here that you
let's fact check that. So let's pull up Gacha Smack. I can tell you what he would be offered for a contract immediately. All right, so Gacha Smack's average viewership is 500. Okay, so the way these companies work is they do long-term deals, right? So let's say Gacha Smack was offered a Genshin Impact contract. It would be 500 times 2, which you do 1,000. That's how many, viewers per average. You times that by 0.8, which you get 800. And then they offer usually 6-month deals, and they usually ask for 2 2-hour streams every month for 6 months. So times 12. So for a 6-month contract for Genshin Impact, Smack would probably be expecting somewhere around the ballpark of $9,600 to $10,000. Which I agree, really isn't that crazy. Now, to you guys, that might seem fucking nuts. But to a creator, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, for that amount of viewership, right? Plus, Smack has a side hustle, right? Because Smack is more YouTube forward, right? But that's what he would expect for a ballpark contract for, like, a Genshin Impact, right? But yeah, that would change my life. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely, right? But the thing is, and, you know, I was talking about this the other day. I'm not going to say what it was, but some company offered me 15 grand to do a 4-hour stream. And one of my homies was like, why are you pissed off about that? It's because, well, my rate for a 4-hour stream would be somewhere between the ballparks of 18 to 22,000. And I'm not going to accept a rate that's that low because then companies think they can fuck me. I do not let companies fuck me. And I even more so do not let companies fuck my friends. Absolutely not. Because when it comes to fucking money, I know these companies are going to lie to my fucking face. Oh, we're capped on budget. Oh, we just can't. Go fuck yourself. You are going to pay me the ridiculous amount that you know you can pay me, because what people don't realize is how much power creators hold for conversion rate. Right? You got to understand. Think about this naturally. You pay somebody $20,000 to do a 4-hour stream. During the course of that 4-hour stream, you get 1 to 2 whales out of the, assumedly, if someone averages 5,000 viewers, the average amount of people that would go in and out of that stream would be somewhere in the ballparks of 36,000 to 42,000 people. All you need is 1 to 2 people to whale on your gacha game, the predatory games that make you a lot of money. You recoup all that in spades. Then you have 39,998 other people that if they spend $1, you make double your initial investment. And that's why I don't fuck with companies, because I know how money works. I know how valuable creators are, and I know the value of advertising. And so I do not let these people fuck them. I don't. I hear one of my buddies get a shitty fucking rate. I will eat these companies alive for them. I will absolutely eat them alive. Fuck them. Fuck that. I fucking hate corporations. And that's why I like taking as much money as possible. Anyways, crazy side tangent. I have a very big passion for making people money, because I know the value of a fucking dollar. Because once again, guys, you don't know, I used to be homeless, so I understand how awful it is to not have money. People say this, money isn't everything. People always say money isn't everything. Money is everything when you don't got it. Now, when you have it, it's not everything. But when you don't have it, money's everything. Because it sucks. I can tell you for certain, there are times in my life where $5 fucking would have prevented me from doing soul-crushing, humiliating deeds that I wish I never fucking did. Money isn't everything unless you don't have it. I didn't fuck anybody for money. I did not fuck anybody for money. Okay? But there are things that I'm not happy that I admit that I did, which blows. Me being poor, pain is real. Abso-fucking-lutely. And I can sympathize with you guys because I was you at a point. I was you. But there is an out. Hard work, perseverance, and most importantly, discipline is the number one things to get you from 0 to get you to 100. Swear to God, discipline is everything.
You can't parry with your on-field character when, like, parrying with a person on field is it's how parries were integrated in every single other game ever that has had parries. ZZZ is the only game in the history of games where you cannot parry with your on-field character. Obviously, there are some characters that can, but it's like the only one I've ever seen. Maybe somebody can prove me wrong, but
feel my wrath.
At least the 1.0 roster and the 1.1 roster.
I think my brain is cooked because I don't know. And y'all let me know because I'm just going to be fucking vulnerable here. I think my brain is cooked. I can't keep up with what bro's talking about.
He's just talking. No, he's legitimately talking about random shit
as well. You couldn't really parry with.
Nah, he's literally not cooked. St. Tontas is just talking about fucking something completely nonsensical. This has nothing to do with any point. And this is what a lot of people do is they'll argue a point that's correct as if it's an opposition, when in reality, no one's arguing that point. And I'm pretty sure you guys know a lot of people who have gone into arguments with me who argue points that no one is saying. No one is saying. And they'll act like they're right. And then I say, let me pull out the notepad so you can hear what you're saying. And they say, no, you can't. Oh my God. You can't, because they don't fucking get it. Yeah, it's St. Tontas is cooked here.
Anybody on field.
Are relatively agreeing with me. All I'm trying to say is, I think, and this is not factual, this is opinionated. He's yapping.
Yeah.
That's another thing we have to factor in, guys. He prefaced this by saying everything is his opinion.
Bro, you forgot yourself though, bro.
But we are entitled to saying that his opinion doesn't make very much sense, and that his opinion is formulated due to his misunderstanding of the game.
I think that's fair to do.
The condescending tone.
I do think that if someone's opinion is rooted in fallacy, you can explain why that fallacy exists. However, this is not the case.
Look at this guy, bro.
Or his lack of motivation to actually learn the game's mechanics.
It's like, for example, and I shit you not, this is a real thing that happened. My friend Sophia, she told me her favorite Pokemon was Oshawott. And I said, no, it's not. You are wrong. There's no way that Oshawott is your fucking favorite. The only reason why you think it's your favorite is because you haven't seen all the Pokemon. Lo and behold, 1 month later, she says, yeah, you're right. My favorite Pokemon is actually Duskull. And to that I say, yeah, it's Duskull. Now, I thought she was going to like Cinder Bunny, but Duskull makes sense for who she is.
Nice to Smack, guys. Guys, I was being so nice to Smack.
And apply them to the game mode.
Or sorry, Score Bunny.
We are justified in doing that.
Weatherways fucked up trying to copy the foundation as well as some of the tree limbs of Genshin Impact, because their formula is not a one-to-one with that infrastructure. Genshin Impact's combat isn't as intricate as what bro called you a Gacha tourist. He fucking got to tell you something. But Gacha native! That shit. And that their business plan was tied to that. Your business plan is not tied to that, because you Saint is more of a tourist with his takes. And you know what, man? I'm gonna throw in an Airy, a fucking perfect dodge, and a Forte circuit and an intro. That already transformed your combat to another realm, to the point where the end game now has to suit that. Now,
so again, like I mentioned before, I am very glad that he brought up the mechanics like dodges, parry, concerto, because they all work together hand in hand. Maybe not parries, because they might generate.
I don't think St. Tontas was expecting him to bring that up.
I don't believe they do. The thing is, the tower, the time limit, and you having 0 concerto, 0 forte, whatever it is, that basically implies that parries do generate concerto. All right, awesome. All of those mechanics will speed up your character's rotation when they are executed. And so having this time limit where those resources start off at 0 rewards you for playing the game well, makes your rotations faster, and causes you to do more damage.
So you admit that it works. Not that it's perfect, but that it works.
In the long run, and clear more efficiently. There are specific characters like...
I mean, in the same argument, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Starting off at max for floor 1 of Genshin Impact, it would also rewards player for learning how to opening cycle properly to do more damage, right? Like this type of damage boosting for playing properly isn't something that only exists in WoWA. It exists in every fucking game. However, it's just differing degrees and how much it benefits you.
Dan Jin, where the dodge counters are quite literally the strongest part of their kit.
Chat, can we get Smack, can we get a 4chat? YouTube, I'm sorry I couldn't get you guys on screen, man. It's just go all eyes on screen.
Generate a huge amount of concerto, do more damage, and speed up her rotation significantly, letting her do a max...
Bro went on a tangent again. Bro started yapping again, bro. Bro's out here on the Yap Olympics
damage
again.
Chaos.
Okay, I think I want to end the react there. I'm not doing this for any other reason. My viewer count is good. I'm doing this because... I'm not going to lie, St. Tontas got fucking obliterated. There's one more clip at the end. It's super spicy soon. You should see the end. Can someone link me the part at the end? Watch the last clip. It's the best part. Can you link me it? I will give you the timestamp. Thank you. Because at this point, I'm not going to lie, I am feeling
The situation surrounding the
I am feeling great embarrassment for St. Tontas. Go to the end. It's spicy. Watch the end. We're gonna go to the end. We're gonna go to the end. I think there's gonna be a huge learning experience for St. Tontas. I do. Yeah, the end segments were grill segments. Okay. Yeah, when we find the clip, we'll watch it right now. Yeah, St. Tontas doesn't realize how hard he shills. Well, I think after this he might. And I understand why. I'm gonna give a TLDR for everybody who couldn't pay attention. You got to talk to him? No, I absolutely can. I would love to talk to St. Tontas. Saint needs to learn about the Genshin downfall. True, he does. Yeah, now he's going after VXV. He's doubling down on his streamer right now. Okay. All right. Great. Based on what he's doing live right now, I don't think he realized anything. Okay. Don't worry. We're gonna fix this, guys. Okay? We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this. We just gotta see the clip. All right. Genizard already tried talking. Okay, this is the clip. Okay, great. We're gonna watch this and we're gonna wrap this up. Let's see what's going on here.
Where's my misinfo?
Oh God.
What's misinformation about it?
Oh God.
Unc, we can't see it. Bro, that's a grandpa moment. Hey, chat. Hey, my bad, bro. That's a grandpa moment. Bro, I
Oh God.
wasn't paying no attention. I was in that motherfucker like that.
Okay, here we go. Let's see it. I haven't seen this.
Fat hit ass nigga.
I got no
Damn,
idea what this
bro.
is.
My bad, dog.
Or are you just gonna say it's misinfo, but then not have an example?
Chat, they provide an example. This is the funniest clip probably of all time. They provide an example. Bro switches his tune up so motherfucking fast.
On hand.
Bro does an intro skill, outro skill.
Which talent's being more important to level up? Oh, so me, a creator without early access, who was trying to push out a guide as fast as possible, should be compared to creators who had early access, multiple weeks to test the character.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Saying that you're allowed to push out misinformation because you wanted to make a lazy slop guide, yeah, that's rough. That's a rough one. That is a real rough one.
I'm allowed to spread misinformation, guys. I'm allowed. Me alone. I am the honored one, bro. Okay?
I should be compared to them? Is that what?
Yes, nigga. What do you think I do? I don't get early access. You know what I do? I do my due diligence when they come the fuck out like everybody else. I ain't about to just say, oh, frame one guy just to get it out.
He criticized creators for putting out misinfo guides without being good at game, and he says this. Yeah, that's just... I think St. Tontas needs to realize it's okay to take an L every now and then. You know what I mean? Like, bro is very hard focused on not taking any L's and ever admitting wrongdoing. I think he needs to figure out that it's okay to be wrong every now and then.
No, I wait and I learn. You don't get no fucking special treatment, bro. What do you think this is, brother? This ain't no picnic.
What you're saying?
Bro, the blink. The fucking blink, chat.
Okay. I think we're good on that one. I think we get it. I'm not gonna lie. Smack absolutely ruined this fucking guy. And yeah, I think this really comes down to an error in communication and an error in understanding. The victory goes to a colossal, at the end score, it is going to be 2 points, St. Tontas, 7 points, Gacha Smack. Yes, Smack absolutely obliterated in this. And I think that I need to fix this because St. Tontas is going down a very, very dangerous slope. And I do not want to watch him become the new mint picker. Okay? Nah, it's too late for him. I'm underneath the firm belief that it's never too late for anybody. I have a lot of friends who I would consider to be absolute pieces of shit, but I don't give up on people, even when they fuck up. Yep. Hey, thank y'all for watching. That was a long-ass video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Gacha Smack gets the dub. 2-7, Smack's favor. Thank y'all for watching.